something's telling me, Anne, or you go back to do that job. But I remember the people I have killed. I say, no, I will pray. Anytime I feel like there is something want to attack me, I will grab the paper and swallow and drink the water. And everything will go to normal. So I fall asleep and I start seeing those people I killed, crying, told me, Anne, please don't do this, repent. I was wearing chain. That chain, iko hivi, here is dragon, here is snake, and here is leopard. There is a lady there who called mommy. They came and pray for me. The snake came out. The boy and my spiritual husband, they came out of my body.
This Mother Earth is on a murder rampage. She does not stop. Everywhere she goes, she kills. She is a venomous murderer.
Welcome to Life is Spiritual presents Real Life Testimonies. My name is Baba Zion, and as usual, I'm here with my beautiful wife, Erica.
Erica Mukisa Kimani, aka Mama Maisha or Mami Zion and Zeph.
Amen. We thank God for another opportunity to share another amazing testimony with you all. But before we get into this,
let's start with a word of prayer.
Amen.
Yes.
Father, in the name of Jesus, we give thanks for the gift of life, for the opportunity to share your word and your testimonies with others, because we overcome the enemy by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony, and we love not our lives unto death. We immerse the viewers in the blood of Jesus, spirit, soul, and body. There shall no evil befall them, neither shall any plague come near their dwelling. And we pray that the church may be edified and that Yeshua Jesus may be glorified, for it is in his name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
And so now,
Anna, you're welcome.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, viewers. It's me again, Anne Sindani. I'm happy to have this opportunity to be here again.
Yes.
Amen.
Thank you.
You're welcome. From the last testimony,
Yeah.
people need to know what happened to Anna after that last testimony.
Yes.
And then you can now give a continuation of your story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we left here on last year, March, it was March.
Yes. Yeah.
We start the journey. The journey was very okay. But the problems start when after Rimuru.
Okay.
After we pass Rimuru, I started experiencing things that are not normal. So, when I was sitting in the car, me and Mami Gladys, so I heard like someone slapped me, and I start feeling that too much pain. So I asked Gladys, why did you slap me? And Mami Gladys said, I did not slap you. I cannot slap you. So I start seeing things that are not normal and having pain, headache pain. So the pain was too much. So I start screaming and asking people if they have any medicine and seeing things happening outside the car. I see things, those demons. I can see even the Queen Mother. That child, they wanted to finish those people inside the bus. I almost killed more than 60 people.
Oh, no.
So the pain was too much. I was screaming. So Mami Gladys, no, this is not ordinary, it's spiritual. So she started screaming and telling people, please, if you have any medicine, help me with the medicine I give to my girl because she's very sick. And I was screaming because the pain was too much. And if I look outside the window, I will see things moving. I thank God that driver, or when we want to start the journey, the driver pray.
Wow.
Yeah. So Mami Gladys tell people in the car, this thing is not ordinary. Please, if you know how to pray, help me to pray. Because when I swallow those medicine, the situation become worse. So we continue like that. I thank God in that bus, everyone started praying, even the driver. And I can see the driver was struggling to control the car, struggling. So we went like that. almost we reach Gilgil. So driver say, let us stop in Gilgil because we have hospital there. We can take Anna there. So Mami Gladys say, yes, it's better we stop because the situation was becoming worse. Those things, they even started, like they want to strangle me. But I thank God people was praying very hard in that car. So when we reach in Gilgil, almost we reach that hospital, the pain disappear. So I start sleeping.
Wow.
So Mami Gladys say, now they know we want to enter hospital. So the pain disappear. So I feel a very deep sleep. After we pass that hospital, we are almost reaching Lanet. The pain came back.
Oh no.
So I start again screaming. And I can see those demons. I know them. I used to work with them. They want like this bus must be fall down. But I thank God that driver knew there is something wrong. I saw Mami Gladys go and talk to that driver. So I think it explained to driver, and driver tell people you have to pray. So they pray. I continue with pain. When we reach we want to reach Nakuru town, the pain went down. So we reach Nakuru town. Driver come in and tell me, Anna, do you want to go to hospital? Or maybe you have relative here in Nakuru, you can go to relative. But I tell driver no. Because I knew I can go to relative and the drama start again. And I don't want that.
Yeah.
But in that journey, they are trying to attack me again. So we continue like that. The pain went out. We start with the journey again. But when we reach Timbarua, the situation become worse. That bus almost fall down. Even that driver is ready to come and tell people what she witnessed that day.
Wow.
It was very dangerous. So people start screaming and praying and telling God, please help us. I think I'm glad to tell some people, they saw some women that are praying very hard. And they told her this one is not normal. It's Yeah, it's a spiritual thing. I think we are coming from somewhere to expose the devil. And you see the devil is not happy. So we almost, when we reached Tembarua, the driver say, this area is very dangerous. And this lady is experiencing the spiritual things. We have to pray. The car almost stopped going. But I thank God because people are still praying and me, I'm still in pain. So when we passed Timbarua, the pain then went down. I slept. And I thank God, people continue praying. They don't stop. You can hear everyone praying. So we continue with the journey. When almost reaching Kapsabet, I hear then the pain come back. So the driver was like, this thing is becoming too much. I think we have to take Anna to hospital. But I told Mama Gladys, no, what I want to reach to Kakamega. Because we are near Kakamega. We are near Kakamega. So they continue praying for me. There's a guy who gave me some medicine. I took that medicine and we continue. When we reach after Chavakali, we are going now to Kakamega town. Then the pain disappear.
Wow.
The pain disappear complete. So we reach Kakamega very well. And Mama Gladys told me, Anna, I want to go with you to my house. I told Mama Gladys, no, I want to go to Mias. I don't want to give you big problem again. You have enough of today. So that driver prayed for me and I reached Mias. Yeah.
Okay, now from the time you went to Mumias, what happened? What did you do from there?
The time I went to Mumias, the situation became worse because those people started tormenting me.
Okay.
The situation became worse. I almost give up. Oh, sometimes I will text you, I will text him and tell you the way the things are going.
Yeah, you lost your brother.
I lost my brother. Then my family starting saying it's me who put that spell on my brother, so my brother can be very sick. So they start telling me many things. So before my brother died, when I reached to Mias, I went to that house I was staying, and that week was like a horror to me. They can attack me physically. I can enter the house and I found a very big snake, and I will hear the voice of Queen Mother speaking and tell me, Anna, you went to expose me today I must finish you. So the only thing I will do, I will text him, and text Mommy Gladys. Because I was very scared. And even the door will lock himself. So I will say, these things I normally see there. They wanted me back. I almost lose that faith and wanted to go back the way they are tormenting me. So they torment me like for almost a month. If I sleep, I will find a big snake in my bed. The spiritual husband start coming back to try to protect me and tell me, you have to be my wife again. So, because of being scared, I accept. So I put my hope on that spiritual husband. Because I was very scared and because I was living alone in that house. Because many people, they know my story, but they was waiting to see in the media first. So before the testimony came out, I went through a lot.
Okay.
When after, is there a day even they attacked me in the market, Mia's market.
Even the church you were in?
Even my church, I was going in that church. They attacked me there. So I stopped going to church. So when my testimony went out already, the situation became worse. So I was telling Mommy Gladys, no, it's better I go back. Because these people, they want to kill my kid. The snake was all over me. So if I sleep at the night, they will come and have sex with me by force. I will see Queen Mother summoning me. Those pastors I exposed, they will call me. And if they call me, the situation will become worse. So I was scared. I stayed in house like 2 weeks, not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So when I start receiving money from you guys, I say, no, let me do something. I start a business in Mias. The first business, I go to the market, started doing the grocery business. People starting fearing me because my story is already out.
It's already out.
It's already out.
Then you did chicken business.
So I left that business. I went to chicken business. The chicken business was working very well. But the challenge was sometimes they can die. But the big challenge came when they start stealing my chicken. There's a day they steal like 40, 30. And I was like, no. I normally text you. I remember. I never told you everything was happening. But life was being like, I want to change my life. But the challenge was still there.
Yeah.
Was still there. So before, when I receive a good amount from you guys again, I remembered and I say, I bought land on 2011 with that money, and I give it to my brother. So I say, because that mzee want to give me a quarter for myself with clean money now.
Quarter acre?
Quarter acre.
Okay.
Yeah, quarter is a half of an acre.
It's almost half of an acre.
No, quarter. Wanasemanga aje? Quarter is a quarter, not a half.
Yeah.
It's a quarter. So I went to that mzee and tell that mzee, because I bought this land for you. But
mzee is an old man.
I want a quarter for myself. This one, I think I will give I already give to my brother. It's not mine.
Yeah.
So the mzee agree. So when I receive money from team, the first time, the second, the third, I collect that money like 150K. I went that mzee, I tell my brother, can you add me something? My brother
150,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I add that money and I bought that shamba. I told this mzee, I will continue paying until I finish because I pay 300. He wanted 600. So I told this mzee, if my business go well, I will add the money.
Yeah.
So when I still receive the money from you, I started doing that dera.
Selling dera dresses,
Dera dresses. Yeah. And I left because the house I was living in that house, it was very old. I check for a bed sitter in Mias, is very cheap, a 1 bedroom. Then I started doing those deras because I can sell dera when in my house. Yeah. And the glossary business, I left for my friend in Mias. So I will go there. One is a blue moon. I have I thank God, after my testimony is out, there is a policeman, like 5 or 6. they like me, they will come and buy, and they will tell me, Anna, we are buying these things to support you. We cannot buying tomato every day, every day. We're just supporting you because we know people fear you.
Yeah.
So they can come every day and buy tomato for 200, 300. So when I ask them, yesterday you bought tomato, say we are buying because we are supporting you. Because we watch Erica's thing and team. That's
Wow.
why we like you. So if you have too much tomatoes, we can come buy and go and give to people. Or you don't fear. But in the market, many people fear me. When they see me, they will point, Anna is coming. Be very careful. Anna is coming.
Sorry.
And you know, that day I was very hurt. So to control my temper is what not very easy.
Yeah.
So I say, I will start beating people and I will go to jail. Let me stay to my house and this lady do that business for me.
Yeah.
So I start selling data. There's a day I received 20,000 from team. I sent to the lady in Mombasa. I bought those data. I started selling. I can take photo and take to people. I'm selling data. They will buy. I continue paying that land until I reach like 400,000. Then I told my brother, the business is not working. The chicken business now, they stole everything I don't have. I can't go to the market. The money I'm having now is hand to mouth. I have to pay rent. I have to eat. I cannot even buy anything. But I pray to God. God will open door because the land I bought to you, I don't want. I bought that land on 2011 and 2017. I bought 2011 because I get married on 2010. Then I bought that land 2011. Even my husband never knew I bought a land. So on 2017, I say, me, I'm married and I have 2 kids. I have no problem. But my brother have nothing. Let me write everything to my brother. So I told my brother, you can look for money because Mzee is saying the title is ready. And me, I don't have money. And this guy doesn't know if I have land. And I don't want to tell anybody. So you can look for the money. We process the land, everything be on
in your names.
So I did that. On 2017, I give my brother everything. 2022, my brother go there and build a house. So we start living. When the challenge become too much, then you came in again. You told me, Anna, if you have that challenge, you can come to Nairobi. So I accept because the life was becoming very difficult. Those people, they can attack me anyhow. Even the big man, I don't want to mention the name. There's a day they almost poisoned me after this testimony. I think I told you. They put some poison in the cake and soda. But I thank God my friend told me, Anna, don't take this soda. If you go to church, anywhere, don't take anything. They want to finish you. Big man want to finish you. So I was living in Mias and I came very scared. So I shift to Kakamega. And to Kakamega, the situation became worse. Because the big man live in Kakamega. He can send even those bouncers to come and attack me. But I thank God, when I was there, there's this one bouncer who used to work to a big politician in here, Nairobi. You tell the big man, if you touch Anna, I will swipe your family. Don't dare. You leave Anna alone. Anna went there. Anna never mentioned your name. So there is this bishop in Eldoret. That bishop wanted me dead after my first testimony. They will send people to do anything to finish me. So all the time, Mommy Glad tell me, Anna, you don't go out. Stay in your house. Even there is a day there's someone who take a photo. But they want to use that bouncer to finish me. And in Kakamega town or in that big man area, they fear that guy. Because that guy can kill 10 people. He was a bad guy. Told me don't kill Anna. Anna was there, I was there. You want to kill Anna, but Anna never mentioned your name.
Yeah.
So the situation became very worse. My life became going down again. I get money from you. I thank God. I use half of money to buy that land.
The land.
I used the money to do the business, and the business was supporting me very well. I was doing very well because if I can manage to buy like 600 chicken, and to buy the food for the chicken, I was doing very well because I bought everything I have in my house with the money you are sending me. I bought everything, and I normally send you the videos.
Yeah.
Because when I left that world, I left with nothing. So I start zero. So when you start giving me money, I start to build my life again. But the attacks after my testimony
Was so
I
many.
almost die. Was people starting hating me. They reject me totally. Sometimes they can see me and they run. They say, I only have 3 or 4 friends in Kakamega. They watch my testimony and they accept me the way I was. But the first week when I left here, Erica, if I tell you the thing I went through, it's horrible. You can imagine to accept to sleeping with the spiritual husband again, so he can protect me for those attacks, because there was physically.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So now you moved and you're staying with us.
Now I'm staying with you. Let me say thank you for you, Erica and team. Because of you, I'm a new person. I know how to control my anger. You see? I know how to smile again.
For Mama Maji.
I'm very happy. Very
Amen.
happy because of you. God bless you for me. God bless you for me, because you put a smile on me every day.
Amen. And
Every
you're looking
day.
beautiful compared
Thank
to...
Thank you so much. Because like yesterday I was saying, if I was still in Kakamega, I already died long time ago, or I will be in jail.
Yeah.
Because I was having that bad temper. They think I went through for that full year I stay after I left your house. I stayed like it was almost a year. Then
Yes.
I came back. Yeah. It was very bad.
So tell us about the land. What happened to that land? Before we go into your story.
On 2 weeks ago, I received a bad news. But before that 2 weeks, like 2 months, my brother, there is a Mzungu who wanted to buy that land.
Oh, Mzungu means
A white
person.
man.
Yeah, white man want to buy that. There's a lady get married to a Mzungu, and that lady came from Kakamega. They want to buy that land so they can build hospital. So I told my brother, I give you this land because the man I use, I'm a changed person now. I don't want this land to remind me many things. But you selling this land, no. I will not accept you selling this land. Let this land be.
Yeah.
If you want to sell, let me be healed, complete, and be fine. I will accept you to sell land, but my quota, you will not sell. So my brother told me, this land, this Mzungu will give us good man. I told my brother, I know, but you know the things I went through to buy this shamba. Bad things, I don't want to talk about it. And I told you everything. I give you this land because I knew you are a man. Me, I'm a woman. I can get married. Or I can decide to go anywhere. But you, when we will go where? We don't have father. We don't have mother. You don't know your father. Where will you go? And our uncles cannot accept you. So my brother agreed. But this year, like mwezi wa sita, mwezi wa tano, my brother started behaving very strange. So I told my brother, now you are separated with your wife. Now you have a girlfriend, I know. And you have a baby with the girlfriend. And that girlfriend grew up in Canada. You have a citizenship from
Canada.
Now you are here processing. Now you have passport. You want a visa. What is happening? I said, I will just go to Canada to visit and
come back.
But my daughter called me and told me, uncle is behaving very strange. We don't know why uncle is behaving like that. So I started to call my brother. The phone was not ending, going through all numbers. So I say, because my brother work in a big shop, I would not mention a name, and he told me that shop they want to go and open in Tanzania. Maybe she's in Tanzania. Let me wait. So when the neighbor called me and told me, Anna, why did you decide to sell this farm? I told her, which farm? At your shamba. I can send you photos. So he sent me a photo. I saw big gate, black gate, and the wire, the fence. Yeah. So I was like, this is serious. I told that man, can you tell me who bought the land? The man told me, your brother came here with another guy and told us that guy is your husband.
Oh, no.
They agree, you and your husband, you agree, he came with your husband, so your husband can sign for you because you are not feeling well. And they sell that land good amount. And your brother went to Kajiado and bought this mortgage house. But as we are speaking, your brother is not in the country.
Oh, no.
She was already left to Canada. So I started even chatting WhatsApp, nothing.
He's not replying.
Yeah. So I say no. Because that big shop is here. I say, let me go and confirm. Because my brother was a big manager. He can overall manage all over. They know my brother very well. I went there and I begged those people, can I see your manager? They say yes. So manager called me, told manager, we cannot speak here. Can we go to your office? So I told her, I'm so and so, and my brother is so and so. I want you to check for me if she's still working with you. Say, yeah, your brother was working with us, but your brother resigned like 2 months ago. And your brother is not in our country. She's in Canada. Now we are speaking. He's in Canada. Maybe after 5 years, he will come. So I went home. I was heartbroken. I shared with Erica. I cried that day. I decided to look for the first wife. The first wife, the phone is not going through. I say I will try tomorrow. The good thing, I reached that wife and told that girl, can you tell me what is happening? Tell me, what your brother did, he called me and told me to open an account. So I went and opened an account. After 2 days, I saw the money, 1.5 million. And your brother told me, I have to take care of the babies for 5 years. I will not see her. She's not him. She's not in the country. She's in Canada. So I told that girl, are you sure? That girl is from Meru. She said, yes, I'm telling you the truth, and I cannot lie to you. So I decided to call my uncle. Do you know about this and this? Hey, my uncle abused me and tell me many things. I warn you about your brother. In fact, that land you bought with blood money or that money, do you know you kill your brother? So now you are complaining what? You can go back there and you buy another land. Stop calling me and stop disturbing me. So that thing affected me very bad, because now he sold even Dakakota for my
Why was he saying that you killed your brother? How you didn't kill? Oh, the one who died.
The one who died.
Oh,
and they
not
started
this one.
accusing.
Not this one, the one who died. And that one was very sick almost for 2 years. He was very sick. You know, that brother will go to the bombers pretending to pray for people, con people money, you see. But now they are blaming me till I'm the cause.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, so now let's go to your story. There's so much that you did not share last time that we felt you can share in this testimony.
So I start from the cemetery, from the big men.
You can start from the cemetery going up to the big men.
So, you know, the first time when I came to share my testimony, I was very scared.
And you were under attack.
And I was under attack.
Yeah.
And I say, when I was there, I will see those people who went to pastors and exposed them, they will kill them. So even that day when I was living here, I know, Anna, you will not survive. You will die. So I was very scared to share this 2 parts. But now I'm okay and I'm ready. I can share with people so people can stop going to big man house and eat anyhow. People can know the way we normally go to the graves in the cemetery every Thursday and have good time with demons. Yeah.
Okay.
So
just feel free.
Every Thursday, I want to tell Christian it's good to fast every Thursday and pray. Because, you know, I don't know what to say. Tim will help me to wale watu wanauliwa, they don't die normal death.
Oh, the people who are killed, who did not die normally.
Wale watu wanauliwa,
the people who are killed,
they don't die a normal death. It's easy when we go to cemetery, to summon them and come out. Yani tunaita spirit zao na wanatoka. You know, here in Kenya, in the grave they put names.
Okay.
So
Okay, she said they call their spirits and they come out of
those
the
people
graves.
that die prematurely, that are
Yeah.
killed prematurely. Okay.
Because wale wamekufa normal, if you
The ones who
summon
have-
them,
The ones who have died a normal death,
hata
maybe of old
mkiwaita
age.
aje, they can never come out.
They don't. Okay.
So we will go to the cemetery every Thursday. Here in Nairobi, we'll go to Langata. Mombasa, we'll go to Makadara. Nakuru, we'll go to medical, or there's a place we call Manyani. And medical, they bury big people in medical. So we'll go there every Thursday. When we reach there every Thursday, we will start walking around, especially in the night. Because, you know, clubbing start on Friday and Saturday. So we want to go there so we can have fresh spirit to use them to seduce boys. That demon, so they can give me those demons like 4. I go to the club, that demon. So if I see a handsome guy or a beautiful lady, I will use that demon to enter that lady body. So we'll go to the cemetery first with the foods. Many things, especially in the night. So when we reach there, we have our leader. And when we reach in the cemetery, we will wear like, especially me, I normally wear red and black. And the other, they will wear red, black, different colors. So this master will start summoning the demon from the cemetery. Especially wale wameuliwa, wanasamoniwa watoke kwa makaburi.
She said, though, especially those who have been killed, they're summoned and they come out from the graves.
Wanawaita na majina yako, kama unajua we ni fulani, wanakuita na jina.
They call you by your names. If you know your name was so and so, they call you by the name that they called you.
Sasa wakisha kuita wanakuambia, they show you the person who killed you.
So when they call that spirit, they show you the person that killed you.
Wanakuambia, this person ndiye alikuwa, tunataka revenge your death.
So they tell that spirit, this is the person who killed you. We want you to revenge your death.
Yeah. So tutakuwa na a good time na wao, we will dance.
She says we'll have a good time with them. Hey, is there what kind of a good time can you have with demons?
They will put music and they will tell us, someone said to remove our clothes, we dance, we party. So they tell them, you are amjakufa, muliuliwa, there is life. Sasa mkitaka ile maisha muwe mkiona your family.
Hold on, she said that she was telling the spirits that you have not died yet, there is still life, or that you're somehow still alive. And
mkitaka muwe mnaona familia zenu, maybe
if you want to be seeing your family members,
maybe you have kids, you want to see your kids, inakuwa rahisi sana. So you have to accept.
It's very simple.
So they will do something so those demons can accept. They will tell you, we help. You cannot see, hautaona familia yako physically.
You won't see your family physically.
You have to enter someone's body ndio uone familia yako.
You have to enter somebody's body so that you can see your family.
So to me, they will give me like they will specially give me men, demons that ani mapepo yenye ni wanaume.
Those spirits that are male.
So when they give me like every Thursday, they will give me 3, and they will tell me, Anna, your target tomorrow, these demons, you must go to club and you found a very handsome boys. So I will walk with these demons, but no one will see the demons. I'm the only one who's seeing the demons. So I will went to club. You know, sometimes kuna wale wanaenda club na wana do, hawana pesa.
She said that sometimes there are people who go to the club, but they don't have any money.
So nitaingia club, ni monitor.
So I'll enter into the club and monitor.
So if I see the guy sitting and that guy is having maybe 1 beer, he's drinking very pole to buy time.
Slowly.
I will order the waiter, can you take some bottle for that guy, I will pay. So when you know, mtu akiona nanunuliwa pombe anaona hii ni bahati ameangukia hii, kumbe there is something.
So she says that when somebody who might have been broke and they're drinking 1 beer for a long time in the club, and then suddenly somebody starts sending beers their way, they start feeling like it's their lucky day.
That lady said in her testimony yesterday that Anna had money all over.
Yeah, I used to have money, but that money is not they will tell you what to do with the money.
Confirm how you were keeping your money, Anna. The lady told us that you pluck your money
Because
out.
when I enter club most of the time, I will left everything in the car. I told you the first time I have bodyguard with driver with car.
Yes.
So my money I will put maybe in bra here, here or in biker.
Okay, because the lady said Anna would pull money out and then give us.
I will for like 10,000 I put here. So no one can steal my
your money.
When I want to pay bill, I must go to the toilet.
Okay.
And I want one person to serve me. So I cannot mix myself.
Yeah.
So the moment mtu akikununulia pombe, utataka kujua ni nani ananinunulia pombe. You see?
She said the moment somebody starts buying you beer, you will want to know who bought this beer.
Yeah.
So the guy will come, and you know those people, they give you excess beauty. And if you are old, you will look young. But when I was there, I was like 28, 30, early 30s. You see? So the guy will come and aone, huyu ni mrembo, nimeangukia mrembo ananinunulia po.
The guy would think, oh, this woman is beautiful. I got lucky. This beautiful woman is buying me beer.
So what I will do, the demon is around me, but this guy cannot see the demon. So I will do something in the drink. Nitamwaga pombe yangu nikunywe.
I'll pour my beer and drink.
Na nirudisha kwa meza.
And put it back on the table.
That demon will drink that beer. And I will, you know, men sometimes are very weak. I will tell that guy, can you drink from my glass? Na atakunywa, hajui anakunywa nini.
And he will drink. He doesn't know what he's drinking.
The moment anakunywa hiyo, that demon imemuingia already.
The moment he drinks that beer, that spirit enters into him.
So hiyo demon, kitu nataka kwa ule jamaa ni sperms zake.
So what she wants from the man is his seed.
Okay.
So that demon will control that guy to sleep with any lady I want for that night. You see? So nita arrange.
She'll arrange.
Nita book hoteli.
She'll book a hotel room.
I will go with that demon. And you know, wasichana wenye wanajiuza wanataka pesa.
You know, those women that sell themselves, they want money.
Because waliniambia,
because they told
I'm not allowed mimi kulala na hizo demons.
She said, I'm not allowed to sleep with those demons.
Now, I have to make sure when that man atalala na hiyo demons.
She said, I have to make sure that when that man sleeps with that demon, by having sex with the prostitute.
Yeah. So nitatoka nje, nitafuta wasichana wa kujiuza.
I'll come outside, I'll look for these women that sell themselves.
Na niwaambie, you want money. I will
and
give you 5,000.
Like the one who we spoke to yesterday.
Yeah, I will give you 5,000. I have a guest. And hoteli already nimelipa. Will you accept? Because he want money, atakubali. So I will take that lady there and tell them you have hours. I will give you, ukimalizana, wewe toka.
Once you're done, you leave.
You leave. So that man, kwa hiyo siku naeza make sure amelala kama na mademu watano.
So she says, in that day, that man, she can make sure that he sleeps with like 5 prostitutes. Because
Queen Mother will tell you, tuna run out of small demons, baby demons. We need more sperms. You see? That's the target. We need more sperms.
So with these men's sperm, she can literally procreate.
Yes.
Devils.
Yeah. They have in Kenya, they have those hospitals. You see, sometimes you are pregnant and you are pregnant maybe you have miscarriage. There is nothing like miscarriage. They give doctors those sperms. You see, they give doctors those sperms to make babies. And if not that, this demon, if I can even found a couple, you are a married man, we umeoa na uko kwa club.
He says you are a married man, you are married and you're in the club, in the nightclub.
Yes. So let me finish with that in this one in hotel. So nitaleta malaya wa kwanza.
So she says, I'll bring the first prostitute.
It depend in the target they give me that day. So ni kama Queen Mother anasema anataka sperm skewers fulani because that man must use the protection. And nitaambia huyu malaya, make sure you foil the condom.
And then she says, I'll tell the prostitute, make sure that you fold the condom.
Because this demon is giving that man energy to do what I want. Because hakuna vile mtu anaweza lala na wanawake 5 kwa the whole one night.
Okay. So she says, there's no way that a normal guy will be able to sleep with 5 prostitutes in one night. So this demon was energizing this man.
Yeah. So the first time, the first man nilimpatia wasichana 5.
So the first man, she says, I gave him 5 women.
And I will tell that, nitamwambia, you make sure unilete your kondo.
And I'll tell these prostitutes, you make sure you bring me his seed.
And I will add money.
And she would add,
But that money cannot even. I give you 5,000, then when you come out with the easy sperms, ninakuongeza pesa.
When she comes out, she said, when she comes out with the sperm, I add more money.
And I will take another. Sasa nikipeleka mwingine, the moment asubuhi inafika, this guy is very weak.
So when I take another one, she says, when it gets to morning, the guy's weak.
Is weak, and I will give this guy something to drink, and huyu jamaa atafikiria tu alikuwa analala na mimi.
So she says that she'll give him something to drink, and this guy will assume
she slept with Anna.
That he slept with Anna.
But the moment nitakupea hiyo kitu ukunywe,
but the moment I give you that thing to drink,
the demon will come out of you. And you will never function again. That's the end of you. You will never function again. And if you function, you will never pregnant any woman.
Meaning that you'll never be able to
have a child.
So I did that for long, because we will go every Thursday, and this night they can even give me 2 or 3. So if I found you are a married man, I will buy you beer. And you know men, those men wale wanaenda kwa club vile wako.
You know how the men who go to the nightclub,
wakati huo nilikuanga very beautiful.
And at that time I was very beautiful.
Na hiyo, that beauty is not a normal beauty.
And even now you're beautiful.
Thank you. So kama wewe umeoa.
So now if you are a married person,
I will approach you. I will make sure I don't have a sweater. And you know, wanaume wengi wako na jacket.
You know how she said the men will have a jacket or a coat or a sweater or something.
So I will pretend like I'm cold. You will give me your jacket. I will wear that jacket. And I will give you drink to drink. I will put something in that drink. And before I do that, I have to make sure you will go and sleep your wife. And when you go to sleep your wife, I will control you to use protection so that I can have that seed. And that seed I will correct spiritual, not physical. You see, sasa nitakununulia hiyo pombe, nimeke hiyo spell.
She says, I will buy you alcohol
in the club,
or beers or drinks or whatever.
Then when he goes back home to sleep with his wife.
So what I will do, because I have that demon will control you to wear protection. So you will start maybe fighting your wife why you want to wear protection. But it's not you. Niko na ile demon.
I'm with that. I have that demon.
So nitakunywa drink yangu kama kawaida, then I will give you.
I'll drink my drink as usual, and then I'll give you some.
Na ukunywe from my cup. So when you drink from my cup, that demon will enter you. So I will not go anywhere with you. I will tell you, it's the first time, maybe next time we will meet. So we utaenda kwa nyumba.
So you'll go back home.
But that demon is inside you. You feel like you want to have sex with your wife. Lakini you will hear something telling you how must you use protection. You will utatumia condom.
You will use a condom.
Even 2 times or 3 times. But asubuhi ukiamuka hautapata zile condom.
In the morning when you wake up, you won't find.
And you will be very weak.
Ah.
And you will never do it again. That's the end of you. So mostly nilikuwa nafanyia wale wanaume wenye najua they're married but they're in club every day.
Oh.
Those men wanaenda kwa club every Friday, every Saturday na wanalala na different women.
And they sleep with different women.
So that
so
was
your intention was to stop him from sleeping with his wife, but sleeping out.
Yes. So when you go to your house, you will not sleep with her. You will not function. But when you go out. You will function, and that demon will bring that condom for me because I want your seed.
So really, you are judgment. You were sent as judgment for loose men, for unfaithful men.
Yes. So nitafanya hivyo juu sasa wewe unaona bibi yako maybe hana maana. You want wale wanawake wa nje. So I will make you utalala na huyo bibi.
So she said, I will make sure that you do not sleep with your wife, but you will want to sleep with prostitutes and women outside of your marriage.
So when I'm tired with you, or Queen Mother will tell me now, this is enough. I will make you useless complete. Even if you go out, hakuna mwanamke utalala na yeye.
There's no woman that you'll sleep with.
So tulikuwa tunafanya hivyo every Thursday,
So we used to do that every Thursday.
But I must produce those condoms to Queen Mother. Me, myself. Kwa sababu nisipofanya hivyo,
because if I don't do that,
they will kill my kids. Na hiyo sasa nilikuwa nafanya huku mwisho after nimetoka kwa marriage. So now I have 5 kids.
I was doing this after my marriage.
So nilikuwa naona I have 3 girls, 2 boys, and especially the one in my first son and my first daughter. So nilikuwa nafanya, I was ready
doing it.
Even to kill that time. So wakanipa those, I served like 1 year nikitumikia all boys.
Okay, she said I served a year as I was taking advantage of these boys. Or ukiwatumikia yani kivipi?
Yani nikiwa using those demons to enter kuingia kwa wanaume.
Okay,
wakwe more energizer ili nipate condom seeds za kutosha.
Okay, yeah, so she was partnering with these demons and sending them into these men so that they could be overly energized to do exploits in sin so that she could collect the seed.
Yeah, nasema hivi,
and I'm saying this
because I want to tell people, if you go to bar and don't have money, don't accept anyone buying drink for you because tuko kwa target.
Because you are a target.
Na tuko kwa mission and you must accomplish mission yako pale kwa bar.
And they are on a mission and their missions have to be fulfilled at the nightclub, in the nightclubs and in the bars.
Ile kuna moja nilifanya ilini hurt after kufanya.
There was one that I did that hurt me after I did it.
This guy alikuwa ameengage msichana na alikuwa kwa bar.
This guy was engaged to be married and he was in the nightclub.
In 1 week.
He was supposed to get married after a week.
Because nilijua huyo jamaa nilikuwa namjua vizuri, nilikuwa naenda kwa hiyo church.
I knew this guy very well and I used to see him at church.
Nilifanya hivyo kwa sababu he normally sleep with girls anyhow.
I did that because he normally sleeps around with girls.
So I went and approached Queen Mother. I tell Queen Mother, they said, kuna huyu kijana,
there's this one boy
is getting married, but I don't want this guy to enjoy anything with his wife. So Queen Mother allowed me. Nikapata huyu boy kwa...
I found that boy in...
Nilikuwa Nakuru.
He was in Nakuru.
Harusi ilikuwa on next week, so nikampata on club on Friday.
The next week was their wedding, so she found them in the club on Friday with his friends.
So nikamuliza, so and so, I think you are wedding next week. Unafanya nini hapa?
So I asked him, hey, so and so, I heard your wedding is next week. What are you doing here?
He told me, now, kwa sababu naenda kuoa next week.
Because
let me enjoy it for
now. Because I'm about to get married next week. Let me enjoy.
Let me enjoy with my girls. Nikuwe nao mara ya mwisho kwa sababu nikiolewa it will take time.
Let me enjoy with my girls for the last time because once I get married.
So I feel very bad. Then I went to toilet to summon Queen Mother to appear. You just keep quiet and focus. So I went to toilet. I normally have two vitamba, red and black. So
A vitamba is a cloth.
a cloth. I entered the toilet, then I locked myself. I removed those vitamba, then I tied here. Then I summoned the Queen Mother. I told Queen Mother, now I don't have any spiritual lady, demon lady. Sina pepo ya kike. I want you to give me one. I don't have a female
evil spirit.
I want you to give me one. Na nataka uifanye ikae kama ni physically, not spiritual. Can you do that for me?
And I want you to give me a female spirit and make her look physical.
So Queen Mother told me, give me like a few minutes, I will answer for you, but don't leave the toilet. So nikakaa pale kwa choo nikingoja. Then after a few minutes, Queen Mother akaapia again. Akaniambia, you go out. Nikatoka nje.
I stepped outside.
Nikaenda kwa ile table, nikaita waiter.
I called the waiter.
Yeah, give them ile kitu wanakunywa.
Give them whatever they're drinking.
So nikaenda nje, nikapatana na dem.
So I went outside and found a girl.
A girl, the bouncers walikuwa na muaras. They don't want that girl kuingia club. Anakaa very young.
These bouncers were stopping. Yeah, they didn't want this young lady to come in.
So they thought she was young.
Yeah, Queen Mother told me this is the girl.
The girl.
So nikapatia bouncer pesa. Nikamwambia wachaneni na yeye.
So I gave the bouncer money and I told them to let this girl come in.
So nikaingia na msichana kwa bar.
So I entered into the bar with this young lady.
Nikaenda pale kwa ile meza.
I went over there to the table.
So nikaambia yule boy, umesema unataka kuhavu fani ya mwisho. Niko na new catch.
So I told the young man, hey, you said you wanted to have fun for the last time. I have a new catch here.
Akasema, unajua niko broke. Ngambia, don't worry, nitakupatia pesa.
He said, Anne, I'm broke. You know, right now I'm not doing very well financially. She said, don't worry, I'll give you money.
So nikaendelea kuwanunulia pombe.
So I continued buying them alcohol.
Queen Mother, I heard the voice of Queen Mother akaniambia.
I heard the voice of Queen Mother telling me.
Nimeweka kitu kwa drink yako.
She said,
kidogo, then give that girl to drink.
I've put something in your drink. You take a sip and you give this guy to drink.
So nikapatia ule msichana akakunywa.
So I gave the girl to drink.
Kumbe ilikuwa the demon is drinking that demon. So ile demon ika enter that girl.
Oh, come to find out it was the demon that was now entering the girl.
So nikaendelea kuwanunulia pombe.
So I continued buying them alcohol.
The moment that girl alikunywa ile kitu akakuwa more beautiful. So that guy akasema, kumbe ni hizi light ziko zinafanya unakaa funny. You are very beautiful. And I'm in.
She says the moment that demon entered into the girl, she became more beautiful. And the guy started saying, come to find out it's the lights that were dumbing or dulling your beauty. So
the guy told me, Masai alikuwa yanaenda na ananiambia, Ana, sasa tunaweza hama because ilikuwa night club, but there's no rooms there. Just a night club. So tukatoka hapo, tukaenda town.
Okay, so she's saying that they left. They ended up leaving that place and they went to town.
So tukiwa town akaniambia, unajua hii town watu wachache ni wengi. Can we go somewhere else?
So she said, in this town, there's too many people who are born again believers. From the church. So can we come out of town? Can we leave this town?
So tukaenda, kuna mali Nakuru ni ndani kidogo.
So we went to a place in Nakuru that's
inaitwa Njoro.
That's inside, that's a bit far.
Kwa mimi na yeye na ule msichana.
So it was the three of them.
So nikamwambia, nimekupea pesa, tutaonana kesho, huyu msichana ni mtu mkubwa.
So I told the man, hey, I've given you some money. This I'll see you tomorrow. This young lady is a grown-up woman.
But I told the guy, sikutaka ajue nimetoa pesa. Nikamwambia, after your wedding, I know you will receive cash. You must give me back my money. Nimekukopesha my salary.
So she told the guy that I know that after your wedding, you're going to get money. So you have to give me back this money after your wedding.
So wakaenda, wakakuwa na good time. But nikaambia ule msichana,
but I told this woman,
use protection and iyo spams unilete. So, na make sure they like 4 times or 5, please.
She told her, make sure you use protection every time and bring me his seed.
So nikaambia ule msichana, nitakupatia pesa mzuri. Siwe unataka pesa?
So I told the girl, I'll give you good money. See, you want money.
So kesho yake kitu saa 4 msichana akanipigia simu
So the next day at around 10 a.m. the girl called and asked, Anna, where are you?
Kamwambia I'm in town, niko mahali fulani,
I told her I'm in town, I'm at a certain place, can you come?
So akakuja zile condom alikuwa amezifoil vizuri akanipatia.
So she came, she had the condoms with her, and she exchanged the condoms for 10,000.
So I took the condom to Queen Mother. I summoned the Queen Mother that day in the toilet. Niliingia supermarket, nikaingia kwa choo. Then I summoned Queen Mother. I tell Queen Mother, I will not come to Mombasa. Take your things with this. So next week, the guy akafanya harusi.
So the next week, the guy's wedding, it was on the guy's wedding. And
the machine went off. And that girl, when I normally go to that church, that girl say, me I cannot stay with this guy anymore. Because walikuwa marafiki, walikuwa wanafanya hiyo maneno kawaida. They used to do it before the wedding. But after the wedding, the machine is not working. And the machine become very small. There's nothing.
When she said machine, I did not understand at first.
So the guy's male organs were no longer working.
Okay.
So, kwa muda kidogo,
nikaanza
kusikia vibaya.
I started feeling bad.
But Queen Mother told me, you have to continue doing, and I will finish your kids, and I know you love your kids. So I say, kwa watoto wangu, ninaweza fanya anything.
For my children, I can do anything.
So nikakuja Nairobi.
So I came to Nairobi.
Tukaenda Karioko, makaburini ya Karioko.
So we went to Karioko. There's a grave site there, a cemetery.
Yeah, cemetery. So akaniambia nao naenda kuchange.
So she told me,
nikupatie demons wenye ni wasichana.
So she said, I'm going to change you. I want to give you demons that are feminine.
But lazima ufanye chenye nataka.
But you have to do what I want you to do.
Na chenye nataka ufanye.
And what I want you to do.
Nataka wakati unatumia hizi demon,
when you're using these demons, anytime,
you see a pregnant woman, lazima ile mimba itoke. And lazima hii demon iingie ule msichana ama any pregnant woman.
This demon has to enter into that woman.
So the woman can have a miscarriage. Na kama hutafanya hivyo,
and if you're not going to do that,
you know what I will do. So nikakuwa na hard time.
So I had a hard time.
Tukaenda Thursday ikafika.
So Thursday arrived.
On usiku.
At night.
You told me that day now umegraduate uko level ingine.
She said to me on that day that you have now graduated. You are on another level.
Utakuwa unavaa only white.
You'll only be wearing white.
But before we go there, kuna watu nataka uende umeet.
I want you to meet some people.
So nikaenda nikapata watu fulani.
So I went and met some
wengine
people.
Wanafanya kwa serikali.
Some of them are working in government.
Wengine ni pastors, bishops.
Some of them are pastors and bishops.
Akaniambia,
so she told me,
huyu bishop,
this bishop,
kanisa yake ina grow because of me.
His church is growing because of me.
Na nataka the pregnant women kwa kanisa yake.
And I want the pregnant women in his church.
Wakihave miscarriage.
I want them to be having miscarriages.
Ama mtu anazaa, mtoto anakaa for few hours anakufa.
Or the child is born, stays for a little time and dies.
Ndio kanisa yake endelee kugrow, hiyo ndio sacrifice.
So that the church can continue to grow because that is the sacrifice.
And ni wewe utakuwa unafanya hiyo kazi.
And it is you who will be doing that work.
So, because of my kids, nikakubali. I agree.
Because of her children, she agreed to do it.
So, tukaongea.
So we spoke.
Wakanipatia, there's a guy here in Nairobi. Wakaniambia sasa utaanza kufanya kazi na huyu.
So you are going to start doing work with him.
And you know that guy, the kanisa iko full.
You know that church, the church is jam-packed, it's full.
So we went to Karioko. They wakasamon spirit. Na unajua Karioko ni makaburi ya Waislamu, so ni Waislamu.
So Karioko. Wakanipa. She said, you know, at Karioko, it's a cemetery for Muslims.
Wow.
So wakati tulienda up the summon, walikuwa Wasomali wawili na Wakenya wawili.
So when they summoned the spirits, there were 2 Somali spirits and 2
Kenya spirits.
Kenya spirits. So wakaniambia.
So they told me.
Wakanipa vitamba.
They gave me cloths.
Na vitu tu mzuri. So nikaenda wakaniambia Sunday you must go to church.
And they told me Sunday you have to go to church.
Na lazima utaenda na these demons.
And you have to go with these demons.
Na kwa sababu hatuwezi toka na demons hapa.
Because we can't leave with demons from here.
Ukifika kwa gate ya church.
When you get to the gate of the church.
utaita majina zao.
You'll call their names.
Na kuna wanawake, that is, hiyo kanisa iko full. Make sure umefika
there-
mapema.
and there's that church is full. Make sure you get there early.
So
And there's women
nikaenda
there.
hapo,
So I went there.
nikafanya vile walikuwa nataka
I did what they asked me to do.
with those 4 demons.
Uh-huh.
The first alikuwa ni mama,
The first one was a mama.
a woman like
woman.
40 years alikuwa na mimba.
She
So I
had she
feel
had
like-
she was about 40 years and she was pregnant.
So I started giving up. I say, sitafanya hii.
I started giving up and feeling
I let
like,
that woman pass.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Nikawacha huyo mama akapita akaenda church.
I let that woman pass and go on.
Ile
inside.
kitu nilisikia ilikuwa tu ni slap
What I felt was a slap
na sauti ya Queen Mother.
and the voice of the Queen
Anna,
Mother.
don't dare me.
She said, Dana. She
I
said,
will
Anna.
finish your kids. Nimekuwa nikikuhurumia sana, but
I've
this
been-
round I don't think
I've
I
been
will
showing you a
spare
lot
you.
of mercy, but this time,
You must do something before that woman aingie kwa church.
before that woman enters into the church,
Because ninapenda watoto wangu, nikasema juu
Because
sio mimi
I-
naenda kuwa, let me do it.
because I love my children, it's not me that that is going to die. Let me just do it.
So nikaingia nikasema mami
So I entered in and I said, hey, mami.
niko hapa, kuna vitambaa tunapeana,
So-
sasa wakaona ninavaa vizuri like a church girl. They can't
So
suspect me. I can
she
do.
said, here, these are cloths that we are giving out. You remember the cloths that Queen Mother gave her?
Yes.
She said, these are the cloths we are giving out, these, I think, as like prayer cloths.
like prayer clothes, vitambaa, just a handkerchief. Because
Vitambaa
that
is
ile
a
kanisa ni
handkerchief.
kubwa, hawawezi jua kama mimi ni Alsha
because-
ama ni nani, because the
Because the
church
church
is
is
too big.
huge, it's too packed, so you can't really tell who's who.
So
So if you
nikampatia
pose,
kitambaa mo.
So I gave her a cloth.
So that woman, the mistake alifanya akasema, hata
So
nilikuwa
the
na sweat
mistake-
sana, thank you. He wiped his
So the
face.
mistake that she did was to wipe her face with that cloth.
After church, let me finish with this woman. I hear waiter wa Alshas wakisema,
Hey,
kuna
those-
mama ameanza kubleed akiwa na mimba, tukampeleka kwa
She said,
hospitali ya church.
so the staff-
amepoteza mtoto.
the ushers started saying, there's a woman here who started bleeding. We took her to church and she lost her child.
So now
We took her to the hospital and she lost her child.
sasa saa hii nimepeana 1 demon, bado niko na 3.
So now I've given one demon and now I have
And I was
3.
doing, but I was feeling very bad. So watu wakaendelea kukuja church,
So people
church.
continued coming into the church and coming into the church.
Sasa kukakuja mwingine,
So another one came.
wakati alifika kwa gate, I
So
don't know
when
what
she
happened.
came to the gate, I don't know what happened.
That woman started vomiting. So nikakimbia mbio, just
I ran.
pretending to help.
Quickly,
Nikatoa hiyo kitambaa, another
So I pulled out another cloth.
kumpatia ili kumpangu.
So
So
to
I
give
got the
it to
one
her.
nilikuwa nampanguza na hiyo kitambaa.
So I was pretending to clean her up with the cloth.
So the second demon akamwingia.
So the second demon entered.
That woman alianza kubleed immediately hapo.
That woman started bleeding immediately right there
So
and then.
that church they have cars, wakapeleka huyo hospitali.
So they took this woman to the hospital.
And later I hear that hiyo kanisa ilikuwa ikianza asubuhi inaisha jioni kitu 6.
So that church would start, in the services would start in the morning and end at about 6 p.m.
So nikabaki na 2 demons.
So I remained with 2 demons.
Nikaingia the moment ile mimba imetoka, ile demon inatoka. So
So the moment
summon go back
so
to the
the moment
cemetery.
she has a miscarriage, the demon leaves.
Na summon go back to the cemetery, wakati tunakuhitaji we will come for
So
you
there's
again.
demons are sent back to the cemetery. When we need you, we will call you again.
So nikaingia church
So I entered into the church.
na nimebaki na 2 demons na niko na 2 handkerchief.
So I have 2 demons and 2 handkerchiefs.
Nikaenda nikakaa, nikaangalia, nikakaa.
So I went, I looked, and I sat.
Ile space nilikuwa nakaa kukuwa na any pregnant woman.
So at the area where I was, there was no pregnant women.
And the Queen Mother was telling me, Anna, the time is running out. Toka kwa hii row, go to another row.
Get out of this row and go sit on another row.
So nikaenda kwa another row.
So I went and sat in another row.
Penye nilikuwa nimekaa kulikuwa na kasichana.
Where I was sitting, there was a girl.
So I pretend like I'm praying. Nikajifanya naomba,
So I prayed,
then
I
nikaangusha ile
pretend-
kitambaa.
So I pretended that I'm praying, and then I dropped that cloth.
So this girl mwenye alikuwa na mimba akaniokotea.
So this girl who was pregnant picked it up picked up the cloth for me
akanipatia,
and gave it to me.
then nikaendelea kuomba, then tena nikaangusha makusudi tu.
So as I continued to pray, I dropped that cloth again, but deliberately.
Na huyu msichana tena akaokota.
And that young lady, again, she picked it up.
That wakati aliokota akaihold kidogo, then nikamaliza kuomba.
But when she picked it up, she held it for a little bit, and then until I was done praying.
Akanipatia hiyo kitambaa.
So she gave me the cloth.
The moment alinipea kitambaa, I see that lady doing cloth like this.
Oh.
Like I feel some pain. So mimi nikaendelea kukaa hapo, maombi naendelea.
So I continued to sit there. Prayers were still continuing.
Nikamwambia, ni nini mbaya? Akaniambia, I feel something but I'm okay.
I asked her what's wrong. She said, I feel something but I'm okay.
So now nimebaki na one demon.
So now I only have one demon left.
Tukakaa kwa church. Huyo akona pain. I know the job is done.
Yeah,
but that one alimaliza tu ibada mzuri akaenda kwa nyumba, but after that I have miscarriage.
This one I know that she finished the meeting and probably went back home, but I know after that she had a miscarriage.
So I'm saying I remain with one demon now.
So now
sasa kitu kama saa 11.
So now at about 5 or 6
nikaamua kwenda kwa choo to use the toilet.
I decided to go to the restroom.
And wakati nilienda kwa choo nikatoka nikapatana na mwanamke mwingine, na ule alikuwa mimba ilikuwa kubwa tu.
So when I left the bathroom and I was on my way out, I saw another woman who was pregnant.
So nikajua this one will be tricky to me.
So I knew
nikashika ile kitambaa kwa mkono,
so I held the cloth in my hand.
So nikaenda nikagongana na huyu mama hivi, hiyo kitambaa ikamguza.
So I bumped into the woman deliberately.
So ile kitambaa vile
but that cloth touched her.
Nikaiokota, nikamwambia sorry, nikaihold na mkono yake like this is the cloth. So I hold that woman hard. Nikamsaidia mpaka akaingia church.
So I helped that woman enter into the church.
So
when that cloth fell, I pretended and I held her hand with the cloth.
Nikampeleka, then nikairudi kwa choo.
Then I took her and then I went back to the bathrooms.
Queen Mother came. I summoned Queen Mother. Nikamwambia the job is done.
I told her the job is done.
Akaniambia yeah, the job is done.
She said yes.
Atazaa but mtoto atakufa in 3 months.
She said yes, this one will give birth, but the child will die in 3 months.
So I told me you have to follow up so you can be sure. Nikamwambia ni sawa.
I told her it's okay.
So ninasema hii to tell those women, if you are pregnant.
So I'm saying this to inform women.
Kama uko na mimba, be very careful.
If you're pregnant, be very careful.
Usi accept anything from anyone.
Don't just accept anything
if
from
you
anyone.
Go to church, pray very well. Because we are there. Tulikuwa tunafanya hivyo.
Because we used to do these things.
So Queen Mother akaniambia now huyu mwingine.
So this Queen Mother told me now this other one.
Nakupea like 2 days, 3 days.
I'm giving you like 2-3 days to rest.
Unafaa uende Mombasa.
You need to go to Mombasa.
Even this pastor from Mombasa, ukimwona sahi kwa TV, hata uso yake ni mbaya because wanampunish now kwa sababu hataki kupeana tena sadaka.
She says that this pastor in Mombasa, if you see his face, he started looking bad because he does not want to give them a sacrifice. But that's what they're demanding.
Nikaenda Mombasa.
So I went to Mombasa.
But I live with my demons. Nikaenda nazo.
I went with them.
They tell me sasa kwa hii kanisa tunataka zile mimba kidogo.
We want the small pregnancies.
But we will help you with that eye to know this one akona mimba na ni ya miezi 2 ama 3.
So we will help you by giving you a seeing
something
eye.
Like power.
An eye, yeah. And you'll be able to tell when somebody's 1, 2, 3 months pregnant.
But hautafanya kwa Jumapili ya kwanza because that church wako na meeting Monday to Sunday wako church. You will meet people in that church every day. So they told me, you just go, but this thing you have to do, you have to take like a month. In that church tunataka watu wengi because this man are very rich.
In that church, they have very many people.
So nilikataka kukataa.
So I wanted to refuse.
But Queen Mother told me, your kids. Nikamwambia ni sawa, kama utaua watoto wangu.
If you're going to kill my children, I'll do it.
So nikaenda Mombasa.
So I went to Mombasa.
Sorry.
I ask God forgive me. So Queen Mother told me, akaniambia, hii kazi,
this job,
lazima ufanye daily.
You have to do it daily.
Na si kwa kanisa peke yake.
And it's not in church alone.
Lazima utembee kila mahali.
You have to walk everywhere.
Na any moment nitakuwa point nikwambie ule ako na mimba.
And anywhere I'll point somebody out to you who's pregnant.
Lazima hiyo mimba itoke.
That pregnancy has to come out.
Na itatoka according to you.
And it will come out according to you.
Inafaa ujue that woman vile ako pregnant anapenda kukula nini.
You will need to know that woman who's pregnant, what does she like to eat?
Na lazima udress like a very holy Christian.
And I want you to dress like a holy Christian so that she'll never suspect.
So on a Monday, nikaenda kuna ground tu watu wanafanya ibada.
So I went to the ground where they were having a service.
Nikasimama between wasichana wawili.
So I stood between two girls.
Na Queen Mother nikasikia sauti naambia, this one ako na mimba.
So I heard Queen Mother saying, this one is pregnant.
Na alikuwa anakula oranges.
And she was eating oranges.
So ibada inaendelea ile ya street.
So the service is continuing, the street crusades.
Yeah, na kuna watu wanauza vitu.
And there's people selling things around that
ilikuwa
area.
Between Mwembe Tayari. Kuna mahali panaitwa Bondeni nyuma.
There's a place called Bondeni.
Kulikuwa na crusade tu yeye ya nje.
There was one of these outside crusades.
So nikajua nikinunua machungwa nitampea.
So if I can buy oranges, I can give them to her.
So nikaenda nikanunua oranges.
So I went and bought oranges.
Nikaziosha.
I washed them.
Nikatumia those kitambaa kupanguza hizo oranges. Nikazikata.
She says I use the cloth to wipe the oranges and then I cut the oranges.
So nikakuja nikapea kama watu watatu ndio suspect anything.
So I gave like 3 people oranges.
Because the way nilikuwa navaa unge suspect I was wearing like that girl who know Jesus very well. Nimeokoka.
So because she was dressed like, like she was holy, like she was a very
modest
Christian woman.
Yeah.
So nikampatia.
So I gave her.
Akakula, akamaliza.
She ate it and she finished it.
Akakunywa maji.
She drank water.
Crusade ikaendelea tu.
The crusade continued as usual.
So nikaona niko bado nayo nikamuongeza.
So
nikasema hii machungwa nimenunua wachini tu tukule iishe.
Yeah, she said all these oranges I bought, we have to eat.
Because bado tuko hapa.
Because we're still here.
So nikaziweka hapo because ninajua already ashakula, nimemaliza kazi yangu.
So I put them there because I knew she's already eaten, so my job is already done.
So after tumeendelea kukula before we finish.
So after we continued, after we finished eating,
akasema nasikia ni kama nasikia kizunguzungu, I'm not feeling very well.
I feel dizzy, like I'm not feeling very well.
So alikuwa na rafiki yake akamwambia
so she was there with her friend.
Na rafiki yake akamwambia, wewe umeshinda ukisema unasikia kizunguzungu, I'm suspecting you, wewe uko na mimba wewe.
So the friend was saying, you've been standing here saying you're feeling dizzy. I'm suspecting that you might be pregnant. You.
Though alafu akaanza kusema nasikia uchungu, nasikia vibaya.
But I heard her saying, no, I feel pain, I feel bad.
So alikuwa amevaa trouser ya black.
She was wearing a black trouser.
Akashika mwenzake mkono akamwambia, hebu twende pale nione kama kuna nini.
She grabbed her friend's hand and said, can we go over there?
I check myself because I can feel there's something coming out. So wakaenda na yeye, sisi tukaendelea na ibada.
And we continued with the service.
So Queen Mother akaniambia, your job is done, move out from here.
Queen Mother told me, your job is done, get out of here.
So nikaenda kwa hoteli.
To the hotel.
Nikakaa huko.
I sat there.
Usiku nikaenda kwa klabu.
And at night I went to the club.
Kuna klabu iko pale Mombasa.
There's a club over there in Mombasa.
Na kuna wasichana wengine hata wako na mimba na wanajiuza because wanataka pesa.
And there's other women in there who are pregnant, but they're selling themselves because they want money.
So nikaenda hiyo kilabu inaitwa.
That club is called.
Nikaingia.
I entered.
Kuna wasichana walikuwa kwa dance floor dancing.
There were some girls on the dance floor
na
dancing.
Kuna moja alikuwa na mimba inaonekana tu.
And there was one who was pregnant and it was obvious.
So nikaenda kwa choo.
So I went to the toilet.
Nilisikia sauti ya Queen Mother, nikaenda kwa choo.
So I heard Queen Mother's voice and I went to the bathroom.
So Queen Mother told me nataka uende kwa ile table.
So Queen Mother told me I want you to go to that table.
Ule msichana nataka azae, but nitakuwa natumia ule mtoto kutorment watoto wengine.
She said I want her to give birth, but I'm going to be using this child to torment other children.
So unaweza pata kwa plot kuna watoto, kuna mtoto mmoja ako tu na funny behavior.
So you'll find that in a plot there's one of the children that's there who just has a funny, strange behavior.
So nikaenda kwa ile table,
so I went to that table, I spoke to the girl.
Nikamuuliza, alikuwa anakunywa bia tu. Nikamnunulia bia, nikamuuliza umekula?
She was drinking beer. I bought her a beer and then I asked her if she had eaten.
Akaniambia no.
She told me no.
So nikamnunulia chakula, we start having a chat.
So I bought her food and we started having.
I asked the lady, you are pregnant, you are here selling yourself. Can you tell me what happened? So
she told me, so I told the woman, you're pregnant and you're here selling yourself. Could you tell me what happened to you?
Akaniambia niko na watoto wawili.
She told me I have 2 children.
Na nikapata hii mimba.
And I got this pregnancy.
Na mimi ni single mother.
And I'm a single mother.
Na nikaogopa kutoa.
And I was afraid to have an abortion.
So sometimes kuna wanaume hapa wanapenda pregnant woman, that's why wanakuja.
There's some men who like pregnant women.
So nikamwambia, if I offer you something.
So I told her, if I offer you something.
Unaweza kaa nyumbani?
Can you stay at home?
Akasema ukinipromise kunilipia nyumba, mimi naweza kaa nyumba.
She said, if you promise me that you'll stay at home.
Na ununulie watoto wangu chakula.
And then you'll buy my children food.
Nikamwambia, what if nikupee pesa kidogo, unaweza fanya biashara kuliko kujiuza?
He says, what if I give you a little bit of money? Can you do a business instead of selling yourself as a prostitute?
So hiyo siku nilikuwa nakunywa Coca-Cola.
So that night I was drinking Coca-Cola.
Nikamwambia, unaweza kunywa Coca-Cola yangu nikuitishie, because pombe si mzuri ukiwa na mimba, na nilikuwa nimeweka yote kwa glass.
She said, because alcohol is not good when you're pregnant. And she had put alcohol in the glass.
So nikampatia hii Coke yangu, nikamwambia kunywa lakini nitakuitishia
nyingine. So I gave her this Coke and I told her drink it, but I will not order another one.
Nilichukua glasi yangu, nika hold na hiyo kitambaa kwanza na nikasema something.
So that class
haingia kwa hiyo Coke.
So that Coke, she held the Coke in one hand and rubbed the cloth on it and said a few words. So when she put the cup down, obviously that girl took it.
Nikamwambia kunywa wanakuletea yako.
I told her to go ahead and drink a bit of it because they're bringing your own bottle.
So nikakaa na yeye, tukakaa mpaka kitu saa 7.
So I sat with her until about 1 a.m.
Nikamwambia mimi niko na driver na niko na gari, tunaweza kukudrop.
I told her I have a car and I have a driver. Can I drop you somewhere?
So akakubali, tukampeleka mpaka kwake kwa nyumba.
So she agreed and we took her all the way to her house.
Nikampatia 10,000.
I gave her 10,000.
Nikamwambia nitakuwa na kuona every week I will bring food.
I told her I'll be bringing you food every week.
So hiyo nikawachia that Queen Mother akasema sasa hii kazi wachia huyu atakuwa anapeleka chakula.
So Queen Mother said you leave this girl alone. I'll be, she said
we'll send another to help to bring food, money mpaka bila atazaa. So mimi nikarudi kwa club.
So I went back into the club.
Nikapatana tena na mwingine.
I found another one.
And Queen Mother told me hii lazima itoke leo.
So Queen Mother said this one has to come out tonight.
So nikarudi kwa club.
So I went back to the club.
Nikapata mwingine kama 3.
I found another one like 3.
Lakini Queen Mother akapoint mmoja.
But Queen Mother pointed to one.
Akaniambia huyu lazima atoke leo.
She told me this one has to come out today.
But huyu kutoka leo lazima ukuwe na demon yenye ni mwanaume and you have only ladies.
But this one you have to have a demon that is male and you only have female.
But because I have niko na hao wenye wanatembea na mimi, nitakupea mmoja, go to the toilet.
But because I have these ones that usually walk with me, I'll give you one. Go to the toilet.
So
Go to the
hii
bathroom.
toilet iko
So when-
mbili. The entrance ni moja. So huku ni kwa wanaume, huku ni kwa wanawake.
So the bathroom was situated in such a way that on one side is males and the other side is females.
So akaniambia there is a guy mwenye atakuwa anatoka kwa choo.
So she told me there's a guy who's going to be coming out of the bathroom.
Na ile kitu nafanya ni kuambia uende kwa toilet na kuja huku hii demon ya kiume ikuingie.
So when you come out, what I want is for this spirit that is male to enter inside of you.
So wakati itakuingia uwe unatoka kwa choo, you pretend umeanguka chi.
So when it comes inside of you and you're coming out of the toilet or out of the bathroom, pretend as if you've fallen down.
So when I saw the guy, because this corridor ni mrefu.
So she said this corridor is long.
So nikaona huyo jamaa ametoka kwa toilet anakuja.
So I saw this man is coming out of the bathroom and he's coming.
I pretend like I slide with my shoe.
She pretended
so
as if she slid.
Chini.
She pretended as if she slid with her shoe and she fell down.
So this man akaanza kukimbia to come and help me.
So this man started running to help me.
So this guy akakuja akanishikilia akanisaidia kutoka pale chini.
So this guy came and helped me and carried me.
So wakati alinishika nikamhold.
So when he held me, I held him back.
Hiyo demon ikanitoka ikamuingia.
So that demon came out of me and entered inside of him.
So wakati alirudi kwa bar,
so when he went back to the bar,
alienda straight kwa that lady.
He went straight to that lady.
Akaambia the lady, I have 3,000.
He told the lady, I have
short time, can we go? So the lady akaona short time 3,000 is big money. Akaagree wakaenda.
So the lady agreed to go with him into and have,
because in that wako na rooms.
Oh, okay.
Wako na rooms. So akachukua huyu demu akaingia kwa hizo rooms tu zenye ziko hapo juu hakutaka kulala naye until morning.
So they entered into those rooms. She didn't want to stay until morning.
Like 30 minutes, ile kitu niliona ni bouncers, police moving around, harassing this man. Nini umefanya? Now in that space of time, I saw bouncers and security personnel coming and harassing the man and now asking him, what have you done? Because the lady alianza kuscream.
Because the lady started screaming.
Because mimba ilikuwa kubwa.
Because the pregnancy was big.
The moment our waiters, so hata mimi nikapretend we are running to go to see what is happening.
So even I pretended to be running to be curious to see what's happening.
Wakati tulienda tulipata the baby, everything is out.
When I went, I found that the baby, the pregnancy and everything had come out.
And the baby is already dead.
Oh man.
So I feel it very bad, very bad. I went back to toilet. So Queen Mother appear and tell me, Anna, hakuna cha huruma hapa, nitakuua.
So Queen Mother appeared and told me, Anna, there's nothing like having mercy on anybody here. I'll kill you.
Nimekwambia hizi vitu zote unafanya kwa sababu ya ile kanisa.
Na unajua
ile kanisa imeinua madhabahu yangu sana.
She said, everything you're doing here is because of that church, and that church has raised up my altar and made it powerful.
So that night akaniambia go back to our hotel and sleep.
So that night she told me go back to the hotel and sleep.
So nikaenda kwa hoteli.
So I went back to the hotel.
Nikalala the following because it was almost morning. Nikalala nikaamuka kesho yake kitu saa 5 hivi.
I woke up at about 11 a.m.
I have breakfast. Then Queen Mother told me come out. Lazima uende Ukunda leo. Kuna mkutano inaendelea Ukunda.
She said there's another meeting going on at a place called Ukunda
in Mombasa. So nika dress up well like a Christian girl. Nikaenda Ukunda.
I went to Ukunda.
Nikapata kuna mahali inaitwa Wanja Jogo.
I found there's a place called Wanja Jogo.
Kulikuwa na crusade.
There was a crusade.
Na the first person I say alikuwa bibi ya pastor na pregnant.
So the first person I saw was the wife of the pastor and she was pregnant.
And the way vile nilikuwa nimevaa, niko smart, nimebeba a very expensive handbag.
And the clothes that I had worn, I was looking good. I had a very expensive purse.
So yule bibi ya pastor akajua mimi ni among the wageni wale wamealikwa, akanipeleka straight kwa pulpit kukaa kwa kiti mzuri.
Wow. So the moment his wife saw her, she assumed that I'm one of the VIP guests and took me to the pulpit area to sit down.
So because I was young and beautiful, akasema maybe huyu ametumwa na ule pastor fla from that many kanisa fla. So nikasema yes, I'm from Nakuru, nimefika nikapumzi na tumeambiwa hii crusade mnachangia. Walikuwa wanachanga pesa ya kujenga kanisa.
So they were holding a fundraiser and she posed as if she had been sent from another church to join their fundraiser.
So nikakuwa hapo, crusade ikaanza.
So I was there and the crusade started.
Na bibi ya pastor alikuwa ako almost kuzaa.
And the wife's pastor was almost getting pregnant.
So in that crusade vile watu wanaimba, wanaruka, because alini hug.
So in that crusade, the way everybody is singing and dancing, because she had hugged me.
The demon ikamuingi. So that woman go in labor immediately.
That demon entered her and she went.
Na alikuwa baada kuna kama 2 weeks ndio azae.
And she went into labor immediately and she was due to give birth in about 2 weeks.
Akamkimbiza hospitali.
So they rushed her to the hospital.
Pastor yake akaendelea tu na mkutano, ibada ikaendelea
kama kawaida. So the pastor continued with the meeting.
So I was there like for hiyo crusade ilikuwa imeanza Friday.
That crusade had started on a Friday.
So that lady akapelekwa hospitali hiyo Thursday.
So that lady was taken to the hospital on Thursday.
Crusade ikaendelea nikalala Ukunda.
I slept at Ukunda.
Crusade ikaendelea on Saturday.
That crusade continued on Saturday.
So wakati nilienda kwa hiyo hoteli.
So when I went to the hotel.
Hiyo hoteli inaitwa
that hotel is called.
Kulikuwa na waiter.
There was a waiter.
Alikuwa na mimba.
She was pregnant.
But hiyo mimba ilikuwa kidogo.
But her pregnancy was small.
Mtu angejua kama ako na mimba.
Nobody could tell that she was pregnant.
So Queen Mother told me bibi ya pastor atakuwa in pain mpaka vile crusade itaisha.
She said the wife of the pastor is going to be in pain until the time that the crusade will be over.
But now hatutangoja hiyo.
We will not wait for that.
We need this baby.
We need this baby.
So I told Queen Mother, this is too much for me now. I want to give up. But he will bring ataleta watoto wangu aniambie, Anna, utasikia aje kama nikiwipe hawa watoto wako wote?
Anna, how will you feel if I wipe out your children?
So nikawa nimekataa kabisa.
So I had refused completely.
So tukawa tuna fight kwa hiyo room yangu. Nikatoka nje nikasema maybe niende nikunywe kidogo nitakuwa sawa. So nikaenda kwa bar.
So I said, well, maybe let me go and have some drinks and then I'll feel better.
So nikavaa very funny ndio watu wasinijue. Maybe wale walikuwa kwa crusade wanaweza kuwa wana walk around the town.
She said, I went and changed clothes because I didn't want the people who were at the meeting to maybe recognize me.
There is a club in Ikunda, we call that club. So nikaenda kwa hiyo club.
So I went to that club.
Na sikuwa nimetaka kufanya kabisa.
And I did not want to do it completely.
So the Queen Mother appeared again.
So Queen Mother appeared again.
Akaniambia, Anne, you have to go back to hotel and do what I told you to do.
She told me, Anne,
or I will punish you.
Anne, you have to go back to the hotel and do what I require.
Nikamwambia, I will not do it again.
I told her, I will not do it again.
Umenifanya nimefanya bibi ya pastor, and that pastor is very innocent.
She said, you have caused me to bewitch pastor's wife, and that woman is very innocent.
So Queen Mother get angry. Na akanipeleka kwa choo. Zile choo zilikuwa chafu, najua tu choo za nini.
She said Queen Mother got angry and took her to the bathroom.
Akaanza kunilisha that waste of human being.
She started forcing her head into the toilet.
So akanilisha waste ya binadamu. Nikaona this is too much.
She forced me to eat human waste.
I said, this is too much. I agree now, I will do it. Stop it. So nikarudi kwa bar.
So I went back to the bar.
Nikaendelea kunywa pombe.
I continued drinking
Akaniambia
alcohol.
hawa wasichana wanataka kutoka job. The time is running out.
She said these girls want to leave work. Their shift is almost over.
So nikamwambia what do you want me to do?
So I told her, what do you want me to do?
Akaniambia I will give you something.
She told me I will give you something.
So nikatoka wakati nimefika kwa hoteli,
so
ule
when I
msichana
got back to
alikuwa
the hotel,
anatoka.
that young lady was coming out.
So nikamuita, kama
So I called
hajaingia basi.
It was like she had not yet left.
Nikamwambia kuja uliniserve vizuri, I want to give you something.
So I told her to come. You served me very well. I want to give you something.
So nikachukua hizo pesa, nika-hold kwa hiyo kitambaa.
So I took some of that money and
like
I held
4,000.
it in a cloth.
Nikamwambia nimezificha hivi, sitaki wenzako waone.
I told her I have hidden them like this. I don't want your fellows to see it.
So akachukua.
So she took it.
Akaingia kwa bus, mimi nikaenda kwa room.
She entered into the bus and I got into the room.
So huyo msichana jina alikuwa, unajua wana majina kwa page.
You know they have their names on their name tags.
So wakati nililala asubuhi nikaenda ku have breakfast.
So when I slept and I woke up the next day to have breakfast,
nikasikia waiter wanasema mnajua fulani ameenda hospitali, alifika tu kwa nyumba.
So I heard them,
have breakfast lakini amekimbizwa hospitali.
I heard the employees saying, that so and so was taken to the hospital in an emergency condition.
So I went back to my room.
So
nika summon Queen Mother, tukaongea.
So I summoned Queen Mother, we spoke.
Akaniambia the job is done.
She told me the job is
dress
done.
well, go back to
in the
crusade.
evening you dress up and go back.
So when I was leaving nikasikia wanasema hey, fulani mimba tena imetoka.
So when I was leaving I heard people saying, hey, so and so, the pregnancy came out.
So nikataka kujua wanasema nini, nikauliza one waiter.
So I wanted to know, what are they saying? So I asked one of the waiters.
Waiter akaniambia alikuwa na uchungu ako
hospital. So the waiter told me that she was feeling pain. She's at what hospital?
Mombasa.
TV. Okay.
So nikamwambia unipe address, nataka kwenda kumuona.
So I told him, give me the address, I want to go and see her.
So nikatoka very fast nikaenda kwa hiyo hospitali.
So I went all the way to that hospital.
Kumbe kwenda hiyo hospitali nilikuwa nafanya another mistake.
Come to find out, to go to that hospital I was doing another mistake.
When I reached that hospital nikaona Queen Mother amekaa, unajua nje kuna viti.
So when I arrived at that hospital I found Queen Mother, outside that hospital there are chairs.
And nikajiambia tu, hey Anna, now you are
and
finished.
I told myself, now Anna, you're finished.
So nikaenda kwa ward.
So I went to the ward.
Hiyo ward ilikuwa na any woman mwenye akona mimba but akona shida.
That ward is for people who have emergency situations or complications with their pregnancies.
The moment niliingia hiyo ward,
the moment I entered into that ward,
kuna wanawake watatu walikuwa wako in good condition, wamedischargiwa, they have to go back.
There was 3 women who were in good conditions. They were being discharged, ready to go home.
Wanangoja tu kwenda nyumbani.
They were waiting to go back home.
Immediately vile niliwapass hivi nikaona ni kama kuna light imepita mbele yao.
So as soon as I passed in front of them, I saw as if there was a light that had passed in front of them.
So nikiangalia mbele,
so when I looked in front,
nikaona those 4 demons wako mbele yao.
So I looked and I saw that these 4 demons are in front of me.
Nikajua hawa sasa mambo yao itakuwa mbaya zaidi.
So I knew now these ones.
So I was carrying oranges. Hata si kuenda kuona ule msichana, niliweka hizo orange kwa meza hapo, nikatoka na mlango wa nyuma.
So I didn't even stop to go and visit that girl. I went back to hotel. I put the oranges on the table and I left and I went back to the hotel.
Nikapanda matatu nikarudi kwa hoteli.
Yeah, I got on a public service vehicle, a bus, and just went back to the hotel.
Nikaanza tu kulia. Queen Mother akaniambia no mercy, hakuna cha huruma hapa.
I started crying. Queen Mother said, no mercy, hakuna cha huruma hapa. That means that there's no such thing as mercy here.
So nikarudi kwa hoteli.
So I went back to the hotel.
Nikaoga, nikachange.
I showered and changed.
Nikaenda crusade.
I went to the crusade.
Nikarudi kwa hoteli like saa 2 ya usiku hivi.
I went back to the hotel at about 8 p.m. at night.
Nikaoga.
I entered in, I showered,
then I come to restaurant kukula.
then I went to the restaurant to eat.
So nikaanza kusikia waiter wanasema
Yeah.
Walisema ile
They said
hospitali
that hospital
yenye tulipeleka fulani,
that we took so and so to,
I think that hiyo hospitali iko na mapepo.
I think that hospital has demons.
Unaona wale wa mama watatu walikuwa kwa bench wamedischargiwa wanangoja kwenda nyumbani.
You see those women that were being discharged and they were waiting to go home?
At all of a sudden walianza tu kubleed.
All of a sudden they just started bleeding.
Na mimba zikatoka.
And their pregnancies came out.
Hata sisi tumeogopa, we'll never go to that hospital.
Even we are afraid we will never go to that hospital.
So wakaanza kuniuliza, do you live
so they started asking me if I live around.
Usijaribu kwenda hiyo hospital.
They told me, don't try to go to that hospital.
So nikaenda kwa room yangu.
So I went to my room.
That day sikuenda nje.
That day I did not go outside.
Queen Ma told me, now kesho ukimaliza crusade, go back to Mombasa town.
Queen Mother told her, when you're done with the crusade, go back to town.
So on Sunday nikaenda crusade, kama nikaenda asubuhi church yao.
So I went in the morning to their church.
Kuna mahali inaitwa Shikamo, kanisa yao ilikuwa hapo.
There's a place called
Before
Shikamo.
You reach Ukunda town.
There was a place called Shikamo. That's where their church was.
Nikaenda church.
I went to church.
And I did it again kwa church.
I did it again in the church.
So Queen Mother told me, hawa wako ule ako na mimba na ako na twins.
She told me that one is pregnant and she has twins.
You have to do something, na ako kwa situation yenye si mzuri. Unaweza ona hata vile amevaa.
She's in a situation that's not good. You can see even the way she's dressed.
So walikuwa wana respect, wanaona I'm a rich woman, the way I'm carrying myself. Wakajua nikimwa-approach, hata nikimpa anything hata kata. So I offered to, Queen Mother told me,
okay, so because of the way she was dressed, people in the church assumed that she was a rich woman.
Because nilikuwa naenda, I told you in the first testimony, walikuwa wananipatia gari with the driver. So nilikuwa na RAV4 and driver. So walijua tu niko na pesa. So I approached
so they
the
assumed
lady
that this woman has money because she had a driver and a car.
Pregnant ilikuwa kubwa, but he's wearing skirt and t-shirt. So
this woman
approach.
Was pregnant. It was big, but because she was wearing a skirt and a t-shirt,
Nikamu-approach,
I approached her. I spoke to her.
He told me I'm expecting twins, but I have only 2 days, to buy maternity ni ngumu, na ndio nilikuwa nimevaa kwa crusade.
This is what I was wearing at the crusade.
Na niko tu na mmoja yenye nataka nikitoka hapa nitavaa nikienda crusade.
And I only have 1 dera, and this is what I'm going to wear when I'm getting out of this crusade.
Nikamwambia juu kuna maduka here in Ukunda, will you mind kanisa ikisha naweza kwenda nikununulie? Akasema nitafurahi sana.
So I offered to buy her clothes after leaving, the crusade. And she said, yeah.
No, the church.
Huh?
The church. After church service.
Oh, okay.
Before we go to crusade.
So after the church service, before they went to the crusade.
So after church service, I took the lady. We walk around. I took the lady to the Ukunda town. We went to the hotel. Akakula. Then I took the lady to the shop. Then nikamnunulia, si kununua dera, nilinunua those expensive maternity.
So I
like
bought
4
expensive maternity clothes.
4, nikamnunulia 4 and 2 deras.
So I bought 4 of them and 2 deras.
Nikamwambia, but I want you tutaenda nawe kwa hoteli kwa sababu unasema unaishi mbali.
We will go with you to the hotel because you said you live far.
Uta change hii yenye ulikuwa umebeba, you will put on this one.
She told her that you won't wear what you were wearing, I guess, you'll put on this.
Na alikuwa na bwanake.
And she was with her husband.
So bwanake aka-accept, akasema hiyo ni mzuri juu.
So her husband accepted.
Wakaanza kunishukuru, then nikaenda na lady kwa hotel.
So I went with her to the hotel.
Aka-change.
She changed.
Then we go to crusade. Wakati tulienda crusade, Queen Mother akaniambia hawa nitachukua wakizaliwa, not now.
So when they went to the crusade, Queen Mother said, these ones I'm going to take when they're born, not now.
So Queen Mother akaniambia drop nyumbani, you see the need before you drop there, kuna supermarket ilikuwa inaitwa.
She said before you drop them there was a supermarket.
Something like that. Nikaenda nao nikafanya shopping ya mtoto.
I went with them. I did some shopping for the child
watoto wenye wajazaliwa na chakula ya nyumba.
and the children that are not yet born, and I bought milk.
So tukaenda kwa nyumba yao.
So we went to their house.
Bwanake akaniambia sina
Their
kibarua,
husband-
nafanya tu vibarua.
Her husband told me, I don't have a job. I'm just doing a small contract.
Na tuko na arrears ya nyumba. It was just a single room.
And we have debts. We owe money for the house.
Nikamuuliza mko na deni ya miezi ngapi? Landlord
I
anawadai
asked
pesa
him how many months do you have a debt for?
Akaniambia,
how many months have you not paid rent?
Akaniambia last month
told
hatujalipa
me.
and this month na leo ni tarehe 20.
For 2 months now.
For 2 months. So nikamuuliza unalipa pesa ngapi?
So I asked him, how much do you pay house rent?
Akaniambia wanalipa 2,500.
He told me that they pay 2,500.
Nikamuuliza landlord ako wapi?
I asked him, where's the landlord?
Akaniambia ile ndio nyumba ya landlord. Akaniambia can you go
I
and call
told
the
him,
landlord?
he told me that there's the landlord's house.
So Queen Mother akaapia.
So-
I hear the voice.
So Queen Mother's voice came again.
Akaniambia hii mimba iko 6 months
She told me that this pregnancy is 6 months
na baada ako na 4 months.
and she still has 4 months to
So
go.
nataka ulipe
Or
deni
3.
ya nyumba 5,000.
So I want you to pay the outstanding balance of the house, 5,000.
Then ulipe 4 months,
Then you pay for 4 months,
which is 10,000.
which is 10,000.
So nikachukua 15,000
I took 15.
nikapatia landlady.
I gave it to the landlady.
Nikamwambia juu mnatumianga stima aje? Akaniambia we share, they
They
share the
shared
bill.
the bill.
So nikamuuliza huwa inakuja kama ngapi?
So I asked him, how much does the bill come to?
Akaniambia like 300, 250,
He told
no
me like
more than
300.
300. So nikachukua
So I
1,500
took 1,500
nikapatia landlady.
and gave it to the
Kaambia
landlady.
usiwadai stima.
And I
Then
said,
nikafanya shopping.
don't demand money for electricity from them. And I still did shopping.
So nikachukua 2,000 nikapea bwana
So I took 2,000 and I gave it to the husband
and 3,000 to the lady.
and
Na
3,000.
nikawapatia my number.
Uh-huh.
So mi nikatoka
And
nikaenda.
then I gave them my number and then I left.
But that day
Mhm.
tukiwa crusade, the bad news ikakuja, bibi ya pastor amezaa mtoto, lakini mtoto amezaliwa already kama amekufa.
Oh.
Na ule
She
mtoto
said
alikufa
the pastor's wife had the child, yes, but the child was stillborn.
kwa sababu kwa ile crusade
Because at that crusade,
every day I will give like 20,000 kama sadaka.
every day I would give like 20,000 shillings as offering.
Yeah, because walikuwa wanachanga pesa ya kujenga.
Because they were putting in money for building.
So that last Sunday nikaambiwa nipeane 50,000 kama mchango.
So that last Sunday I was told to give out 50,000 as a contribution.
So nikapeana 50,000.
So I gave 50,000.
Ndio nika left.
Then I left.
So nikaendelea tu na shughuli zangu.
So I continued with my missions.
Nikarudi back to Mombasa town.
I went back to Mombasa town.
So Queen Ma told me now unaenda Malindi.
So Queen Mother told me that you're now going to Malindi.
Huyu bishop tushamaliza kazi.
This bishop, we have already finished our job with him.
You have to go to Malindi, another bishop ule nilikuwa nawajua wote.
You have to,
So
I
nikaenda
knew all
Malindi.
of the bishops.
Nikaenda Malindi.
So I went to Malindi.
Hii ya Malindi ilikuwa ni the same too.
This one from Malindi was the same.
So the first day si kufanya any mission.
So the first day I did not do any mission.
The second day nikaamua walk around the town.
So the second day I decided to walk around the town.
Na remember niko na these demons bado zinatembea na mimi.
And remember, I still have these demons that are walking around.
So
with me.
nilikuwa natembea tu town in the
So
corridors.
I used to walk around town in the corridors.
To try to buy something for myself. So I bumped it to another woman and this one was pregnant. So this lady alikuwa anabeba kikapu, vitu tu amenunua some grocery kutoka sokoni.
So she had bought some things.
So alikuwa amebeba like kiondo, so kamba ikakatika.
So
na
she
ni mimi
had carried
nilimake that kamba ikatike.
So that she had a kind of purse called a kiondo, and that kiondo has a like a holder.
Yeah.
A strap. And then she made the strap break.
So hizo vitu zikamwagika zote chini.
So everything that was in the kiondo fell down.
So nikawa na try kumhelp.
So I tried to help her.
So wakati huyu mama aliinuka, mimi nikamwangalia, the demon ilimuingia through my eye. Na hapo chini akaanza kusema
Okay, so when she bent down to pick up those things, Anne looked at her in the eyes, and apparently that evil spirit entered into her through her eyes.
Na akaanza kushika tumbo yake.
And she started holding her stomach.
Nikamsaidia akainuka.
So I helped her, she stood up.
Akasema let me sit down kidogo, hii uchungu ipoe.
She said, let me sit down a little bit.
Akasema but today nimekuwa experience very something, but siko ready kuzaa. I don't know nini kinafanyika na mimi.
Something, but I'm not ready to give birth. I don't know what the problem is.
So nikamsaidia, nikanunua another kiondo nikampatia.
So I bought another kiondo, another purse, and I gave it to her.
Nikamwambia unaenda mbali? Akaniambia yes, mbali kidogo. Nikamwambia na utatembea ufike? Akasema pesa nilikuwa nayo nimemaliza sokoni.
She asked me, are you going to walk all the way there? How are you going to get there? Then she says, the money I had on me it's finished.
Nikamuuliza na boda from here paka kwako ni shilingi ngapi?
So I asked her a boda, which is a bike ride, a motorcycle ride, from here to your place, how much is it?
Akaniambia I will use the matatu. Nikitumia matatu ni kama 50
she told me
shillings.
I'll use public means, a bus. She said if I use the bus it'll cost me 50 shillings.
So nikamsaidia paka stage.
So I helped her to the stage.
Nikatoa 500.
So I pulled out 500.
Nikamwambia sawa, unaweza lipa matatu. Sasa akataka alipe matatu nirudishiwe change.
So I told her, now you can pay for the matatu. So she wanted to pay for the matatu and give back the change.
Nikamwambia hiyo tu nimekusaidia juu umesema unashuka tena upande boda boda.
I told her no, that's I've given that to you because once you get there you'll need to take a bike.
So tukawachana hivyo.
So we left each other like that.
Queen Mother akaniambia job done.
Queen Mother told me job done.
Akaniambia for now go and rest till midnight. Nitakusummon kilabu yenye utaenda, alafu kesho utaenda church. So nikaenda nikalala.
So Queen Mother told her that's the last mission, but she said it's the last mission, or
no,
that's a successful.
Niende nilale, and
she told me
that mission is accomplished.
Okay. Successful. She said that mission.
Go back to hotel and rest.
That mission has been successful. Go back to the hotel and rest.
Nikaenda kwa hoteli.
So I went to the hotel.
Na ilikuwa Thursday.
And it was on a Thursday.
Akaniambia lazima twende kwa cemetery.
She told me we have to go to the cemetery
to have a good time. Kwa sababu hawa wamefanya kazi sana.
Because these ones have done a lot of work.
Lazima waende waone wenzao. They have
to go back and see their friends.
So kitu saa 5 ya usiku wakakuja wakanichukua.
So around 5, saa 5 was about 5 in the evening, 5 p.m.
Usiku ya 11.
Oh, 11, yeah. Saa 5 was 11,
So I can't remember hiyo makaburi ilikuwa inaitwa aje.
So I can't remember what was the name of that grave site, the cemetery.
So when we reached there,
when we got there,
Queen Mother ndiye alikuwa na summon those demons.
It was Queen Mother who was summoning those demons.
So nataka kuambia Christian.
So I want to tell Christians.
Ule mtu mwenye ameuliwa,
the one who has been killed,
spirit yake huwa inazunguka mpaka ile siku yenye yake itafika akufe, that spirit will rest.
So his spirit roams that area until the day that he was supposed to die according to God's calendar, and that is when that spirit will finally rest.
So ilikuanga very easy.
So it was very easy.
Kwa sababu spirit zao they run around.
Because their spirits run around.
So tulikuwa wakifika pale kuna vitu wanafanya, wanakuwa kama ni binadamu wa kawaida tu.
So there's something that they do there's something that they're able to do, some kind of witchcraft, some kind of spell, and they appear like normal human beings.
So they will put on the music. Sometimes kuna kitu watafanya, mtaenda na those demons in the club, watu wataona tu ni watu wa kawaida.
So there's something they'll put on. People with the club will think that these are just normal people.
Na wataanza, Queen Mother alikuwa na zile powers za kusummon even demon ikae kama mwanadamu tu wa kawaida.
She said Queen Mother had the power to summon a demon and
akae tu kama binadamu, normal binadamu.
And make this evil spirit look like a normal human being.
So that day akaniambia tutaenda na hizi demons
we're going to go with these demons.
Kuna kitu nitafanya, tutawa
There's
dress up.
something you'll do. We will dress them up.
So wakaleta kuni.
So they brought some firewood.
Queen Mother akawa na I think ni herbs. So aka summon the mother of the sea. Kuna Queen Mother na kuna mother of the sea. Queen Mother akamsummon, akatuambia nyinyi wote wenye mja sign
Queen Mother summoned
mother of the sea.
The mother of the sea.
Akatuambia nyinyi wote wenye mja sign covenant.
She told me that all of you who have not signed the covenant,
muangalie that side. Amfai kuona the mother of the sea.
She said you should all look away on that side.
So
because none of you should look upon the mother of the sea.
So wakatufunga macho.
So they blindfolded us.
Tukaambiwa tuangalie kando.
We were told to look in the opposite direction.
Tulikuwa tunasikia tu sauti peke yake.
We were just hearing a voice.
So the moment wamemaliza,
so the moment they were done,
wakatuambia now the job is done, mnaweza angalia pande hii.
She said now that the job is done, you can remove your blindfolds and look on this side.
Tukapata moto imepungua. And those demons wamedressiwa wanakaa kama normal people kabisa.
So those demons apparently they're dressed up and they look like normal people.
So wakasema these demons mtaenda nazo kwa club.
So she said these demons you're going to go with them into the club.
Na kazi ya hawa wenye ni wasichana watalala na married men.
And the job of those that are married, they will sleep with married men.
So wanaweza pata zile sperms through those condoms.
So they can get those sperms through those condoms.
Na itadepend na ule mwanaume. Kuna ile demon itabaki na yeye na kuna ile itarudi.
So it depends on who it is. There's a demon that can remain with them.
So tulikuwa kadhaa. So wakanipea 3 girls and 2 boys.
So she had been given 3 girls and 2 boys.
And remember I told you I normally have spiritual husband. I will walk with that man anywhere I go. So tukaenda kwa club.
So we went to the club.
Tukawa tuna have fun kama kawaida.
So we were having fun as usual.
So hawa wanaume wenye wamezoea kuenda kwa ile kitabu wakasema na leo kumekuja wageni huko tujawahi waona.
Those men who were used to going to the club, they started commenting like wow.
So wakaanza ni kama wana mock those ladies. Wanaambia leo tuko na new catch, nyinyi kaeni kando. Today those ladies are very beautiful.
So they started mocking the ladies that are usually there, saying that today we have a new catch.
So in myself saying, nyinyi mkijua tu chenye mnataka kufanyiwa, hamwezi go through. So I was like, you guys.
She was thinking to herself, if you guys knew what these people want to do to you.
So ule demon mmoja msichana aliuliwa na boyfriend.
So one of those demons that was female, she had been killed by her boyfriend.
So akasema.
So she said,
I will do this job if kama mtaalau ule mwenye atalala na mimi I will kill that person.
She said, I'll do this job if you will allow whoever will sleep with me, I will kill them.
So because Queen Mother aliataka blood, akasema hiyo ni sawa tu.
So because Queen Mother wants blood, she said that's okay.
So this lady mwenye alikuwa ameuliwa na kesi yake ikafunikwa tu.
No, so this lady who had been killed and her case was just covered.
So nikawa ni mimi nimepewa that demon control.
So I was the one who had been given that demon to control it.
So akaenda na kijana mmoja.
So she went with one boy.
Sisi tukaendelea tu ku have fun.
We continued having fun.
You know, hizo big hotel mkishaenda kwa room hawawafuatilii sana.
You know, those big hotels, once you've gone into the room, they don't really pursue you to find out what you're doing.
And wakati huo hakukuwa na cameras kama saa hii, CCTV.
So at that time there weren't cameras and CCTV.
After a few hours, 2 hours to 3 hours, msichana akarudi.
So after 2-3 hours, the young girl came back.
Na mtu mwenye angekuwa anaweza ongea na yeye vizuri sa Queen Mother, because yeye ndiye akona powers za kuongea na demons.
So the person who had the power to talk to her was Queen Mother, because she has the power to speak to demons.
Akasema job done. Amemalizana na huyo kijana I need more blood because they killed me.
She said job done. She said I need more of these people's blood because they killed me.
So ule kijana akawacha kwa hiyo hoteli akalala huko.
So that young man was left at that hotel. He slept there.
But after 2 days tukasikia tu wanasema alikufa heart attack.
But after 2 days, it was said that he had died of a heart attack.
So that day those men wale walienda kulala na wale spirit, ilikuwa ni mwisho wao. They will never pregnant any woman. As long as Queen Mother akona your seed, hakuna mwanamke yote utapregnant. Hakuna. Na kuna ule mwenye hata function.
She says as long as Queen Mother has your seed, you'll never impregnate anybody, and many of you will never be able to function.
So tukaendelea hivyo.
So we continued like that.
Hiyo wiki ilikuwa tu ni kill na kulala kama ni wewe mwanaume.
Weekend, it was just about killing and killing and killing.
So tukaenda kwa that church on Sunday.
So we went to that church on Sunday.
Queen Mother came to church. Kama binadamu tu wa kawaida.
Like a normal person.
But a very rich woman. So akaenda akakaa mbele.
So she appeared like she's a rich woman, so she went and was given the front seats.
So that day ndio nilijua hii jina Jesus is very powerful.
So on that day I knew that this name Jesus is very powerful.
Because tulikuwa tumekaa, this is Queen Mother, this is me, na wale wengine tunafanya nao kazi.
Queen Mother, this is me, and the other ladies, the other spirits we were working with.
Sasa kuna huyu the pastor wa ile kanisa anajua yeye ni demonic.
So the pastor of this church, he knows that he's demonic.
But kuna hawa pastor wadogo tu.
But there's those underling pastors.
So that pastor alikuwa the real man of God. Akaanza kuomba akisema in the blood of Jesus. So that thing start affecting Queen Mother.
So that thing so that's this guy, which pastor?
The small pastor, not the big one.
Okay. The junior pastors were genuine, but the head pastor was dirty. So he starts praying and saying in the name of Jesus.
Wakati alikuwa anaomba, sometimes I can see Queen Mother, even the skin is turning. So, you know me, sometimes I make Queen Mother very angry. So I tell Queen Mother, hey, Queen Mother, I think you have powers. The word Jesus, small word, is affecting you. Like this. Told me, Anna, we have to go very well. I told Queen Mother, me, I'm not going anywhere. If you fear Jesus, me, I want to see this Jesus. So I told him, Anna, I will punish you. I tell her, you punish me. But I'm not moving from here. So the other ladies, they fear punishment. They take Queen Mother out. Queen Mother into the car. So the bishop noticed and they stopped that guy to pray. There's some attack. This lady is not feeling well. They have pneumonia or malaria. Wakaanza kuimba sasa, wakasimamisha maombi.
They started singing now and they stopped the prayer part.
Wakaanza kuimba tu.
They started praying.
Kuimba. Singing.
Singing, sorry.
Wakaanza kuimba.
They started singing.
So ule wakati walianza kuimba hata mimi nikatoka nje.
So when they started singing, I left.
Nikaenda paka kwa gari, sikumpata.
I went to the car, I didn't find her.
Nikaenda kwa ofisi ya pastor.
I went to the pastor's office.
Nikapata even pastor sasa amevaa ile nguo ya red ya kidemonic.
I found that the pastor was wearing the red demonic garment.
Sasa wakati nilikuja walijua ni mimi, juu wale wenzangu wote walikuwa pale.
They knew it was me because those friends of mine weren't very far.
Sasa wakafungua mlango.
So they opened the door.
Nikapata wote wamevaa zile nguo, yani wamezisummon, wamechange, wametransform.
I found that these ones had summoned spirits and that they had transformed.
So wakafanya mambo yao, Queen Mother akarudi normal.
So they did their thing and Queen Mother went back to normal. What thing? Walifanya nini?
Wali sasa yule mwenye ile kanisa pia yako kwa hiyo altar ya Queen Mother.
So this pastor of this church is at this Queen Mother's altar.
Kwa sababu ule pastor mwingine mdogo alikuwa a real man of God, alikuwa anaomba sana, hii kitu ika affect Queen Mother.
Because the co-pastor was a genuine man, his prayers were affecting Queen Mother.
So ikabidi waende kwa ofisi wa kolabo na huyu mwenye kanisa sasa.
So they had to go back to the main office, the pastor's office, and collaborate somehow with
wakaanza kusummon Queen of the Sea, Mother of the Sea. We call that one Mother of the Sea, not Queen of the Sea, Mother of the Sea.
So they started summoning a powerful spirit called the Mother of the Sea.
Akaapia.
She appeared.
Sasa akahelp Queen Mother akarudi kwa akampea another power.
How did she appear? How did she look?
Wakati anaapia, kitu mtaona ni moshi. Amuruhusiwi nyinyi wote kumuona, ni moshi tu itakuja kama smoke kubwa kabisa.
She said it's like smoke that will come very huge And then she said it will cover.
Yeah, itamcover, then in few minutes that smoke will disappear.
Then that smoke disappears in a few minutes.
So Queen Mother akarudi sawa.
So Queen Mother was back to normal.
Tukaenda kwa gari.
We went to the car.
Na tukafuliza mpaka somewhere, yani hata siwezi kumbuka ni wapi. Akawa amekasirika sana na mimi the way nilikuwa na mock kwa kanisa nikicheka. So hiyo ndio ilikuwa punishment yangu. Akaenda wakaniweka kwa drum iko na maji.
Oh, because you kept on she says she kept on mocking Queen Mother because of the way Jesus
I tell Queen Mother, jina Jesus iko na 4 letters or 5 na unaiogopa mpaka inakuwa affect. What is happening? Na
So
unasema wewe
because
uko
of
na
mocking.
powers.
Because of mocking Queen Mother.
Nikaenda nikapelekwa kwa drum, nikatolewa nguo zote. Na ile drum
She said
ilikuwa
I was
full
put
of
in a drum.
sewage.
She said I was put in a drum. That drum was full of sewage. I was stripped naked.
Nikakaa pale the whole night, the
I
whole
stayed
day.
there the whole night and the
So
whole
nikitoka
day.
hapo nilikuwa mwili yangu imeharibika kabisa.
So when I came out of that drum, my skin was bad.
Akaniambia
My
ijaisha.
skin was sore or sick or what have you. And she told me it's still not over. Sorry.
So tukaenda, we go back to hotel.
So we went back to the hotel.
Na Queen Mother alikuanga na nyumba Mombasa, akaniambia hii safari imeisha, we are
So
going back
Queen
to
Mother
Mombasa.
had a house in Mombasa. She said, this trip is done. We're going back.
So tukaenda Mombasa tukakaa.
So we went back to Mombasa. We stayed.
Usiku tuka travel to Kilifi.
So at night we traveled to Kilifi.
You remember in part 1 I told you a story about Kilifi.
So
sikujua kule Kilifi napelekwa ku have sex with dead bodies.
She
My
did not
punishment
know.
ina continue.
She did not know that her punishment of having sex with dead bodies was going to continue.
So nikapelekwa Kilifi
So
kwa the big master.
So she was taken to Kilifi to the big master.
Kwa sababu najua hiyo nyumba.
Because I know that house.
Vile nilifika nikapelekwa kwa ile room.
When
nikajua
I arrived
tu
there
automatic lazima nita have sex. They have powers to summon dead body to wake up and have sex with you. So wakanifungia kwa ile nyumba kama 3 days.
So they locked me inside that house for 3 days.
Walikuwa wananiletea food.
They were bringing me food.
Na ile room ilikuwa na bodies kama 3.
That room had 3 dead bodies.
So kazi yangu ilikuwa my punishment, nili have sex na hizi dead bodies or they kill my kids and plus my brother. Huyu mwenye nimewaambia aliuza shamba yangu.
So she says that the punishment was that she was forced to have sex with these 3 bodies, and if she doesn't, then they were going to kill her children.
So sikukuwa na option.
So I did not have an option.
Kwa sababu ile nyumba iko mahali penye if you scream no one will help you, kwa sababu wote wenye wamejenga pale Kilifi kule ndani wote ni watu wa demon, wote ni devil worshiper.
Because this area in Kilifi, even if you scream, nobody will hear you or care, because all of those homes there, everybody who lives there are demonic.
Kwa sababu kuna mapolitician, kuna big
businessmen.
Ile nyumba nilienda ya kwanza kwa my first testimony, ile niliwaambia nilienda kufanya kazi ya nyumba. Niyo the same house.
That house, the first house where I gave the first testimony, where I went to get work.
After I did it, I'm sorry to tell my viewers, but nilifanya. Nataka tu niseme I want to be free. Nili have sex na watu wamekufa. Hao walikuwa 3 but nili have sex na wote 3. Leo huyu, kesho huyo, kesho hiyo ingine huyo. So wakati nilitoka hapo nilikuwa very sick.
So when she left that place, she was very sick.
Wakanipeleka hospitali. Before wanipeleka hospitali wako na daktari wao. Alikuja.
She said that they had their own doctor.
Akakuja kunishughulikia but akawaambia.
He came and checked her.
Akawaambia kama bado mnataka kutumia Ann lazima aende hospitali ama atakufa.
So this doctor told them that if you don't take Ann to the hospital, she's going to die.
So Queen Mother alikuwa no, I cannot allow Ann to die now. Ann is a sure bet. If you send Ann in a mission, Anne can never fail you. I cannot allow Anne to die. Hata kama mnataka nimpeleke India or I will
So
take
even
Anne.
if you, Queen Mother was saying, even if you want me to take her to India, I'll do it.
Yeah, because when Queen Mother sent me in a mission, I must accomplish. Because he told me, Anna loves his kids. Anna anapenda watoto wake sana. Anaweza fanya
Anna loves her
anything.
children. She can do whatever.
So nikapelekwa hospitali.
So I was taken to the hospital.
Nikakaa like 4 days.
I stayed for like 4 days.
Then we came back. Queen Mother told me, now I want to take you to Dubai. You know, vile si unakumbuka ile bango niliwaambia, I don't have passport, I don't have visa, but I can go anywhere. So we came to Nairobi with Queen Mother. Akaniambia, now utarest. Sababu.
So Queen Mother told her, now you will rest because.
So because ile vitu nilikuwa nimefanya, akaniambia, you can see even our drum, tuko na enough blood, tuko na enough sperm. I like you, Anna, sitakuua. We will go vacation. So tukarudi Nairobi kwa ile nyumba yake niliwaambia kwenye iko.
Whoa.
Akanipatia ile nguo. Yeye mwenyewe wako na everything.
So Queen Mother was saying, okay, let me try and remember everything. There was a drum there. They have a drum and they fill that drum with blood. They have sperms that they store, and their storage was full, and they felt like they have everything.
So he told me, I will take you in Dubai again with your spiritual husband.
So Queen Mother told her that I'll take you to Dubai again with your spiritual husband.
But you know, lazima tufike Nairobi uvae ile nguo yako ya kutravel.
So you'll have to go to Nairobi and wear those clothes for traveling.
Yeah, before we continue with that, a part of where you have to go and wear, how many women do you estimate you could have caused to miscarriage?
From when I stopped and Queen Mother gave me that punishment, I almost, because I like more than 10. More than 10. Because in a club, there are 3. You remember?
Yeah.
And in Mombasa. But that one, give birth. I forget to tell you, ule mwenye tulikuwa naye kwa crusade, but after 4 months, alizaa.
Okay.
Alizaa twins na wakakufa.
Okay, so now how many babies do you think could have died during that?
If I continue, it's many.
Like, could you estimate a number?
Because wakati nilikuwa nafanya hiyo kazi,
because when I was doing that job,
I must maybe 3 ladies or 4 every day, because I have 4 demons. Now wale demons, I have to use those demons every day to kusababisha miscarriage.
Okay, so in a day you would cause 3 ladies to miscarry.
3 or 4.
Okay.
If I remain, lazima wakuwe tu 4 kwa sababu these demons are 4.
There'll have to be 4 because there's 4 demons.
For how long?
I did like for almost 2 months. And I did every day. So I'm telling
the
people
2 months,
this.
Those are like 60 days and every day there are 4 women.
Yeah. So that's why nasema hii ndio wale wanawake wako na mimba wakuwe very careful.
So she's saying this so that those women who are pregnant can be very careful.
Wawe wanajiombea because na wasi accept anything from any stranger.
That
because
they should
bado
be
wako
praying for
pale nje
themselves.
Wanafanya. You know, hizi miscarriages huwa zinafanyika si normal.
You know, these miscarriages that take place are not normal.
Kwa sababu ni sisi tunasababisha.
Because she said we were the ones that were making them happen.
Kwa street, you are
because
pregnant.
She was walking the street.
I will make you maybe to fall down and I will pretend I'm helping you and I want the baby. Hiyo ndio ilikuwanga kazi yetu.
She said that was our job.
So tukaenda Dubai.
And then the men, how many men do you think you could have caused to be impotent?
Impotent.
Yeah.
Men.
If you can just estimate a number.
Men, because nilikuwa nafanya hiyo kitu nikikumbuka I was raped with a married man. Ninakasirika. I can even naweza hata haribu wanaume 3 ama 4 daily kwa sababu ya uchungu. Nilikuwa nafanya na revenge.
She said she was doing it out of revenge and that she could even do it to 3-4 men every day.
For how long?
For long time. For men ilikuwa very long time kwa sababu Queen Mother ataniambia, ulirepiwa na mwanaume mwenye alikuwa anakuzidi miaka. 2, ukarepiwa na mwanaume mwenye alikuwa ameokoka.
So she said, Anne, you had been raped by a man who was married. 2, you had been raped by a man who was saved.
No, first time he told me mwanaume mwenye alikurepo wa kwanza alikuwa mkubwa kwako, anakushinda kimiaka.
Okay.
That guy alikuwa ananishinda na kama 10 years.
Okay, the first man who raped you.
First daughter.
The first man who raped you was older than you by about 10 years.
Wa pili akaniambia huyu wa pili alikuwa ameokoka na ameoa, amefanya harusi kanisani.
And the second one was actually married and he had done his marriage in a wedding.
Na alikuwa mnaishi naye kwa children's home, unamuita uncle. You used to call that man uncle, but akakurep. And the bishop did nothing.
And there was a man who was supposed to be her uncle, but he raped her and the bishop did nothing. And the bishop did nothing about it.
Akaenda akalipa pesa, kesi ikafuni.
He went and bribed and paid people and the case was shut down.
Huyu watatu wacha tuseme alikuforce in bed kama unafanya kazi ya nyumba kwake. Hiyo ni kama rape bado. Na alikuwa married man na watoto.
So the third one also forced her and he was a married man who had children.
Akaniambia, so unawahurumia kwa nini? Don't have mercy with this man. Wame damage maisha ya. So I will do it. If Queen Mother akiniambia ni watatu, nitaongeza. I can even sleep with them like 5. You see? Ama nitumie those demons because nataka wakuwe useless ndio wasirudi kwa zile club kulalalala na wasichana.
So they were like in the hundreds.
Yeah.
So she was revenging. She was on a revenge mission.
So I will work.
She was willing to sleep with even 3, 4, 5 of them every day just so that they could be all impotent.
So wale wenye nililala nao wengi ilikuwa
so the ones that she slept with that were many.
Inakuwa tu I'm done. Utaenda kwa bibi yako nothing. Ukienda kwa msichana mwingine nothing.
So she said that
majority nilikuwa naenda kwa club. Those men wanapenda clubbing, kulala na different girls, kuteka advantage na wasichana. Yaani hawezi kukupea tu pesa, lazima alale na wewe.
So she was targeting the guys who would target women.
Okay, the players.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then now to Dubai.
So tukakuja Nairobi.
So we came to Nairobi.
Tukaenda kwa nyumba ya Queen Mother. Nilikuwa na nguo kama 4 za that special occasion.
So she had like 4 outfits for that special
because
occasion.
Unajua sina passport, sina visa.
Because she said I didn't have a passport, I didn't have a visa.
But hiyo kitu ni kama I don't know, sijui niseme aje. But nilikuwa natumia hiyo, tukienda airport ni Queen Mother na wenye tuko nao wataonesha tu passport then we go.
She said that when we go to the airport, like she said a few people would show their passports and they would go.
Then tukafika Dubai.
So they got to Dubai.
We normally go to Dubai, kuna area inaitwa, we normally go there. Hatukuwa tunaenda kwingine.
There's a place in Dubai called.
So in Dubai kuna this big man in Dubai, pia yeye akona hizo vitu.
She says he also has those things with vitu gani?
Pia yeye ni mmoja wa Queen Mother, is a devil worshiper.
Okay. So she says this man in Dubai is deep into these spiritual things.
That guy alikuwa from Nigeria.
Oh, this guy was a Nigerian.
So tukafika huko.
So we got there.
To that night. Unajua Dubai si kama Kenya, iko very strict.
She said Dubai is not like Kenya, it's very strict.
So kuna hizi big hotels zenye hawa watu wote wenye kwa hizo vitu wanakutana huko.
She says there are these big hotels and all of the people who do these things or who engage in these things, they meet there.
So watajifanya ni kama wanaenda kwa makaburi kukumbuka watu wao wenye walikufa.
So they'll pretend as if they're going to the cemetery to remember the people who have passed away.
You know, kuna maduka zingine Dubai, ni demons ndio wanafanya kazi hapo.
She says, there's some shops there in Dubai and it's just demons that work there.
Utafikiria ni watu wa kawaida.
You would think it's normal people.
So wakati tulienda pale kwa ile makaburi usiku after leaving the hotel.
When we went to the cemetery after leaving the hotel at night.
So wakati tulifika kule makaburi tulikuwa 4 wenye ni slave, hatuja sign the covenant.
So when we went to the cemetery, there was 4 of us who were slaves who had not signed the covenant.
So kuna huyu mama from Nigeria
So there was one woman from Nigeria.
Akatuambia, Anna, there's no God.
She told us, Anna, there is no God.
Unajua those people, they can make you, or they can make you believe there's no God. They told us, sisi tunaabudu hizi vitu and we are very rich. So sisi ni matajiri sana.
She told them, we worship these things and we are very rich and we are and yeah.
So wakawa wanatuuliza, tangu mzaliwe mshaiona Mungu?
They were asking, this rich woman is asking her, since you were born, have you ever seen God?
Wote waine mshaiona Mungu?
So they were asked, have you ever seen God?
So wakawa wako na Bible na kutuambia, this is a dictionary, this is a storybook. So there's nothing. Yesu na Mungu walikuwa wapi wakiandika hizi?
So they were saying that this is a storybook. This Bible is a storybook. Where were you when they were writing these things?
Na sisi wenyewe tunaabudu this and na tuko na pesa na tunawalipa na hizo pesa.
And she said, we are rich and we worship these spirits and we pay you.
So wakaniambia, Ana, unajua tushatumia, ulikuwa na bright star, ungesoma ungekuwa mtu mkubwa, lakini tushaitumia, so tunataka tukumeki ukue tajiri,
so
replace the queen mother, ukue a big lady.
So they told her that, look, you have a bright star. If you would have gotten an education, you might have had a big position. What we want to do is give you Queen Mother's position so that you can be a big woman.
So wakaniambia, ndio uamini hakuna Mungu. Kwani kama kungekuwa na Mungu, kwa nini alijua your mom is a single mother? Kwa nini aliallow your mom kukufa mkaanza kuteseka? There is no God.
So they were reasoning with her and trying to deceive her, saying, if there is a real God, then why would this real God allow your mother, who was a single mother, to die when you were at such a young age?
Na mkaanza kuteseka hivyo.
And you started suffering like that.
Unaona, akatuambia, vile mnatuona sisi hivi, we have big money na tutakufa tu, there's no heaven, there's no hell.
And she said, you see, she said, you see the way we are right now, we have big money and we'll die one day. And there's no heaven and there's no hell.
So hii vitu ati mnadanganywa, ukue mzuri, you will go to heaven.
So she said, all of this nonsense that you're being deceived, that you need to be good. She said, there is no such heaven. There's nothing like heaven or hell.
So that day, I almost chip in. Almost. But the spiritual husband started talking to me, Anna, don't. I told you, I signed the covenant, nikapeana bibi yangu.
She said, that spirit that is posing as a spirit husband said, don't do it. I signed, I sacrificed my wife.
Nikaoa mwingine.
I married another one.
Nika sacrifice my 2 sons.
I sacrificed my 2 sons. My brother.
My sister. Watoto wa my sister.
My sister's children.
Moja tu.
I only remained with one child.
Then wakachukua my wife whom nilioa tena.
And I took this other wife that I married again.
Wakachukua my mother.
They took my mother.
So wakawa wanataka my son again.
So they wanted my son.
Nilikuwa na mali yote lakini walichukua wakataka my son, nikakataa ndio wakanichukua. So don't.
So I had all this wealth, but they wanted my son and I refused. So don't do it.
I almost signed the covenant because kwa vile tulikuwa waine, mmoja alisign.
So she said, I almost signed the covenant because there was 4 of us and one of us signed.
Sasa wakati tuliendelea kuargue wakatuambia, because tuko hapa.
So we continued arguing. They told us, because since we're here,
tunawapatia muda.
This is taking place at that miracle God.
Kwa cemetery.
Oh, in the cemetery. Okay.
Because ni matajiri, they will cook, they have bodyguard, wanasema wanaenda kumourn watu wao, but they have other business there. So
they were claiming that they're going to the cemetery to mourn, maybe to lay. You see how they take wreaths,
flowers.
They go with flowers and they lay them in the cemetery.
They don't, hawaendi na maua, wanaenda na hizo vitu za kuwasha kwa makaburi.
So they don't go with flowers.
So
they go.
Demons they have ile marashi nzuri.
Oh, they go and they light incense. They light incense for the spirits.
Hawaendi na maua. So akatuambia, na wakati tulifika huko,
when we got there,
tukavalishwa kama Muslims.
We were dressed as Muslims.
So tukaambiwa turudi kwa hoteli tufikirie until tomorrow.
So we were told to go back to the hotel and think
about it.
So okay, I think right there you were told to go back to the hotel and think about it. We'll continue from
From there.
from there.
Sawa.
Yeah.
Yes, viewers, she'll continue from that same.
When
Yeah.
tuliambiwa
Yeah.
to go back to hotel.
Yes,
Yes.
and think about it. Did she
Alright.
sign? Did she accept? Did she say no? Did she say yes?
Yeah.
We need to know in the next.
Yeah.
Very true,
Yeah.
Erica, Part 5, Altars and Covenants. Breaking generational curses and destroying the power of witchcraft. This is the 5th installment of the Erica Testimonial book series. Erica reveals how the enemy takes advantage of altars and covenants, details of how these covenants affected her and her family, and how she and her family were totally set free by the power of Jesus. Get your copy of Altars and Covenants now. Visit lifeisspiritual.org.